Is Theresa backstage?
I don't see her on here. Maybe
I
she'll
do.
come.
It's in my. We're live. I see us on YouTube.
We're on YouTube now?
We are on YouTube.
Yay! What's up, everybody?
There's 3 people there, I think.
Probably us.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Just
All
in
right,
case.
hold on one sec here. I'm gonna do something. Hold on. What? I'll be right with you. Hold on.
Okay, let's get everything set up. I don't see us live yet.
Well, I see Data Junkie. Hey, Troy Austin.
Oh, Data Junkie's there. He's one of my subscribers.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Hold on. Where's our live? I'm trying to find it on my iPad here. I wanna
I just
see
went to my notifications. It was in my notifications, so I went to it.
Inbox notifications. I'm not getting anything, unfortunately.
We're actually early.
Yeah, we're a
5
little
minutes
early.
Fernando Rodriguez is here. T. Farris, Jacobian. I'm so happy. Yay.
I'm not getting any notification. Oh, here we are. Okay, I found us. Cool. There we are. Awesome.
Let's find Theresa.
Okay.
Where
is Theresa?
I have to ask the chat. I don't know. I'm going to text her. Guys in the chat, are you hearing an echo? Because I'm hearing an echo. How about you, Blaze?
I'm not hearing an echo, but that could be from me. You guys have headphones on or not?
Yes.
Okay, let me get headphones on and see if that solves it.
Okay.
Brian told me the same thing when we do live. Put headphones on.
Theresa, are you there?
Yay!
There she is.
Hello. Hey, Blaze.
There's
Hello.
Theresa.
All right. Do you still hear an echo now?
No, you look awesome.
No, it sounds fantastic now.
You look cuter in person.
Ooh, Theresa, you sound like you've always had a crush on me.
I have.
Ooh, my wife will be jealous.
Oh crap! I'm sorry.
Do not.
I
start
always thought
that
you were
again.
cute. Okay.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
It's a compliment.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Well, welcome to Curious Effects, and I'm glad y'all could be here. And okay, so I'm here with this is Curious&Curiouser, and I'm here with Sandy DiVa. Say hi, Sandy.
Hey guys, how are you tonight?
And Theresa Lynch. Say hi, Theresa.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
And we have our special guest here, Neat Input.
Hello, everybody.
Glad you can make it.
Okay. Troy Austin says, "Why is Blaze the only one showing his face?"
We do not.
I have no makeup on.
I don't have my makeup on either.
You don't need it.
We were told that StreamYard will
I'm gonna
have
make you
our
turn red.
We'll have our avatars back soon. Sometime this week we should have avatars. But they didn't tell us when this week, so until then we have ugly white circles on our names.
I'm the only one that's showing my face. Oh well, I don't mind.
At least everybody can see yours.
I'll wear a little disguise. No one will recognize me. There we go. Hey, everybody.
Hold on.
I'm seeing everything on a delay.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's get on with the show here. Let's see. What are we going to discuss? Plenty of Mandela effects. I don't know about you guys.
Hey guys, do we know where Jeffrey is?
Let me see if he's around.
Where's
you
Jeffrey?
Guys, you go on and I'll handle that. Just you do your thing. You want to do the birthdays first, Crystal?
Jeffrey's gonna miss again.
Ooh, birthdays.
Not me. Theresa. Theresa, go ahead.
Do you want me to do the birthday?
Go ahead and do the birthdays.
Yes. Yes. Let me go. Okay, let me get the birthdays. Let me know when you're ready.
That would be now, Theresa.
Hello?
Theresa, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. The August birthdays is August 15th. That's Evolving Grace. August 16th is Sandy DiVa. Happy birthday, Sandy.
Wow, happy birthday, Sandy.
Thank you.
Cool.
August 19th, we got Lorraine Laraway. August 20th, Rick Satterwhite. August 23rd, Jimmy Jams TV. August 26th, we have Jennifer, I'm going to mess her name up, I hope not, Amon Malakole. Okay. The 26th, we have Stasha Lillian Erickson. 27th, Sheena Redway. 29th, Jeffrey Williams. Yay, Jeffrey, where are you at? Your birthday. Happy birthday on the 29th.
Happy birthday,
Ninja
Jeffrey.
981. Yay.
Right. Yeah.
David Johnston. Dolly had braces on the 29th. And the 30th, we got Cynthia Molesky. And the 31st is John Nicholson. And happy birthday, everyone. Belated birthday. And anybody else?
And in the chat, we got
birthday, Sandy.
Kesha Morgan in the chat said August 26th, so happy birthday too.
Happy birthday, Kesha. Thank you, guys. And happy birthday, everyone. I hope we didn't miss anybody else besides Kesha. But we usually get the birthdays from Teresa's group, Reality Residue Hunter. So
yeah, so I thought it'd be a great idea to put it on the show.
Yeah, so if there's anybody who's not in Reality Residue Hunter on Facebook, please join. And if not, drop your birthday in the chat if your birthday's coming up this month. And we'll call your name out too. But that's about it. We're done with the birthday. So you can take it from here, Curious.
All right. You want to ask Blaze some questions because he's our guest and we want to know all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry, ladies. I am married. Let's get that out of the way.
Teresa.
Yeah.
What? I know he's married.
She's not even listening.
I know.
Just want to say real fast, I do love your videos.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love your videos too.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were a man for the longest time because you never talked. You never showed.
Everyone did. So
everybody never talked. Never showed your face.
I'm a guy. I know. I just got tired of saying my male or female. Got tired of saying I'm a female, so I just stopped and let everyone think what they wanted. Yeah. So okay. Let's see. What you got the questions, Sandy?
I do.
Ask away. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Before we do, I just want to say Dolly Had Braces is now here. Happy birthday. We just announced that your birthday was coming up.
David
Teresa
Johnson
has the list. Yes. So happy birthday to you too. Esther's here.
All right.
In the house.
Everybody's saying happy birthday to me. So thank you guys. We're going to get started with questions now. Blaze is need input because everybody's asking who's Blaze. So
I'm Blaze. Yep, that's me.
Need input.
The only guy here right now.
All right, Blaze, here we go. I'm going to ask you the first question.
Yep, go for it.
When did you first become aware of the Mandela effect?
When did I first become aware of the Mandela effect? That was back July 2017 is when I first found out about the Mandela effect watching the Angry Video Game Nerd on YouTube. And he was talking about the Bernstein Bears had changed, and that's when I first found out about the Mandela effect and really dived into it.
Oh, wow. You were a late bloomer in the Mandela effect community.
Yeah, I was. Probably because I've been living in Japan, and living in Japan, I just didn't pay attention. I didn't notice any changes. I think if I was in the USA, I would have probably found out a lot sooner.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with that because it seems like the rest of the world, it sort of went, I think it started here with people noticing, and then it went to Europe, Britain, and ended at Japan, if that makes sense. Like it went, it makes across the world.
it makes perfect sense because I think a lot of the changes started and originated in the USA. Like the Bernstein Bears. I think that's something that Japan's not aware of. That's not stories or books that we really have in Japan that people would notice. We have Pikachu changed, And when I found out about that, then I started realizing other stuff in Japan is changing too. So I think it took a while for people in Japan to actually notice the Mandela effect and become aware of it. So that's probably why I'm so late.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You mentioned
Yeah.
Pikachu. Are
Yeah.
you familiar with Pokemon?
I'm not so
Okay.
into Pokemon so much, but Pikachu I'm very well aware of because when I was growing up in the USA, Pikachu was very popular among all the kids and they were passing out Pokemon cards. So I know
Yeah.
exactly, I know what Pikachu's supposed to look like, and he doesn't look that way anymore to me. You know, his tail used to have the black on the tip.
Hmm.
So I
I
know
agree.
Pikachu. I do know a few others like Charmander or something. That's about it for me
Uh-huh.
with Pokemon. That's all I know.
I've noticed a few changes, but I'm not going to talk about them now because you're not familiar with them. It's like Skarmory and things like that. So it's okay. I'm working on that in the background right now because there's some things that are bugging me, but there's no one here to confirm. So we're not going to talk about it right now. We'll just go on to question number 2.
Yeah, go
And
for it.
what was the first Mandela effect? Was it Berenstain Bears?
Yeah, Berenstain Bears was my first Mandela effect when I was watching the Angry Video Game Nerd on YouTube. He was talking about that, and it didn't bother me so much at first. I thought he was joking around. I thought it was more of a joking type of video when I was watching it. So I was just like, oh, haha, that's funny. And then I found what was it? Moneybags was talking about the Annie's Tomorrow video, and
Mhm.
because I teach at different schools, we had just performed that like a month before at one of my schools. And when he was talking about that change, I was like, well, that's not right. That's not how we sung the song at my performance. And when I checked my CD and flashcards I made, they had changed. And that's when I realized that something strange was definitely happening. And I just dove in deeper and I started noticing the map changes. Um, Human anatomy changes really got to me back then, and that's when I basically fell on my knees. And I hate to admit it on this, but I cried like a little baby. I didn't know what was going on. My whole world flipped upside down because things were changing and I didn't know why. And at first I thought it was just me. I thought I was going crazy. I really did. I thought I was losing my mind, and I'm just getting old and paranoid and senile. And but once I realized that other people are out there experiencing what I'm going through, I realized that there's something very crazy going on, and I just went further down that rabbit hole as time went on.
Yeah, you actually are doing exactly what Curious and Curiouser did when we interviewed her. You're
Yeah,
answering questions before I can even ask them.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
It's good. It's actually kind of neat. I think it's like a synchronicity thing. But part
I
two
do
of
too.
it
I've
was,
noticed that with other people too. We answer like
Yeah. And
it's
she's
almost it just comes normal with us going through the Mandela effect. We're like it seems like we're kind of connected somehow.
yeah. You know how we're thinking. We know
Yeah,
how we think.
we know each other's feelings because we're
Hmm.
going through the same stuff together.
Hey,
guys. I'm sorry. Curiouser, you have the questions, correct?
um,
I sent them to you in the
yeah.
messages. We have a little emergency here. I have to run out in the kitchen real quick. I'll be right back. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to
All
What?
mute
right,
it. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
hold on. Fizzy Pop wants me to open my curtain to see Japan. You're not going to see much Fizzy Pop because I live on the 12th floor in an apartment, and all it is
Yeah.
bright sun. You can't see nothing. It's just bright sun. You can't see nothing outside.
Wow.
I'm
That sounds
sorry.
neat. That
Yeah.
sounds like a nice place there. I always wanted to go to Japan. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
can't. It's just too bright to open the curtain, so I keep it closed there, Fizzy Pop.
yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hold on one second here. Um, I'm just gonna get to the questions here. Oh, here they are. Okay. And she just asked you, let's see, what question was, okay. Hold on one second.
She asked me what was the first me that made me realize that this
All
is
right.
something going on. Yeah.
Okay. Have you experienced any changes in yourself, such as your appearance, health, personality, since becoming affected?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is a crazy one, but I woke
Yeah.
up. I kid you not. I woke up one day. I was getting ready for work and had just finished washing my face, and I didn't really look at myself in the mirror. And as I was washing my face, my cheeks started hurting a little bit. And when I looked in the mirror, I noticed my cheekbones are a lot bigger than they were. And that really freaked me out because I know my face was not this way before. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yes.
my cheekbones got bigger.
Right.
I had pain in my face, and I didn't know what to do about that. I totally freaked out, and I actually screamed to my wife, like, "What the heck's going on? My face has changed." And when she came in the bathroom, she's like, "What the heck are you talking about? You've always looked like that."
Mm-hmm.
And
It's very subtle, I think. Yeah.
yeah, I've noticed that photos, my old photos I have when I was growing up, high school photos, baby photos, they're all the same. My cheeks look the same. They're bigger, and they've always been like that apparently. But I don't remember looking like that. For me, it's made me look older. It's made me look kind of. I've got I've got a lot more wrinkles now on my face than I did before it happened. And my sunglasses don't even fit me perfectly anymore. I mean, my face changed, but my sunglasses didn't change. They used to be a perfect fit. Now they're not.
Yeah, I think that, see, my changes, I kind of, I don't want to get it mixed up with my aging, related changes. So, but I notice I've always been real skinny, and now I've been gaining weight, but
That
not
that
crazily
comes with
so,
old age.
but
Trust me, I'm getting a
okay,
gut on me too. I got a
yeah,
big old
yeah.
belly on me, unfortunately. But some of it is the Mandela effect, I believe, too.
I definitely feel different.
Yep.
Yeah, as far as that goes. Sandy, are you here?
I am here. Did we lose
Okay, great.
Teresa?
Where is Teresa? She just doesn't. She's not here. She's
It keeps dropping out. She's having a problem with her phone and
Mm.
StreamYard. So I would just keep checking backstage for her to come back. It's her phone.
okay. I think
Uh-oh.
I skipped all the way to 12. Have you experienced changes, Sandy? Do you
Oh,
want me
okay.
to continue with
Yeah, if
maybe?
you want to continue, it's fine. I had to. Joey overreacted a bit. I'm having my cat is really sick,
Ah,
and she was
Mm.
having an issue, and he thought it was something more serious than it was. So I ran out there, and then it was nothing. So we're
no.
good. Everything's fine. But
Okay. I
that's
hope
why
your kitty's
I
good.
had to run because I didn't know what was going on. Sorry about
I
that.
see
Okay, that
Teresa in
you're
the
good.
chat.
Have you observed any changes happen in real time, like whether like an image just changing right in front of you, or something geographic, changes? Just
All the time. Yeah,
oh
all the
wow,
time. All
yeah.
the time. Every time I go out in public, either by myself or with my wife, we go shopping somewhere at the shopping mall, or I go to a grocery store. I catch stuff out the corner of my eye all the time, and I'll see something. It's almost, I don't know if you guys get this. Tell me if you guys get this also. But the Mandela effect loves playing games with me,
Mm,
and it's almost like it calls to me sometimes when I'm out. So for instance, I'll be walking down a grocery store aisle, and I'll catch something out of the corner of my eye, and I turn, and I know it was a certain way when I caught it out the corner of my eye, but when I turn, it's different. I get that a
mm,
lot. And I
Yes.
know I get it so much that it's not a coincidence that it happens. So I know that I'm catching something in the middle of a change. It's like it's telling me to look over that way to see it happening. That happens to me almost on a daily basis now.
and
It's actually getting worse.
you're in a big city, is that right?
I am.
Where
I
you have
live.
it?
I'm about 30
Wow.
minutes away from the third largest city in Japan, and I go there like all the time. Almost every weekend, I
So
go there and walk around and shop. So
yeah, I'm in a city there's more to see, so you're always seeing something,
yeah.
and yeah,
And
and yeah,
the
go ahead.
strangest thing for me lately is I've been noticing like every day I go out, I keep finding Union Jack residue, the British flag. I keep finding
Mm-hmm.
residue of that every single day lately. I keep finding stuff. As a matter of fact, I was out yesterday shopping, and I actually found a baseball cap with the old Union Jack flag on it. I bought it. And I every single day though I keep finding Union Jack residue.
Wow.
No residue of the American flag for some reason or the Australian flag. Just Union Jack always, like every day now, which I'm finding that bizarre.
It's really
Yeah.
bizarre being in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
It is
That's
yeah.
odd.
It's
I
very odd, yeah.
But I do think that there are certain effects that we're attracted to more.
Yep,
Like,
I do.
yeah, because like Theresa is constantly finding stuff with Ed McMahon or Monopoly. Theresa is the Monopoly one. Like when
Yep.
I think of the Monopoly Mandela effect, I think of Theresa because she is constantly finding residue of it. So I do think there is something to that where for you it's the Union Jack. That's so
Why?
odd because
Why?
again,
I don't
you're
know because I'm
Japan.
not British, but I keep finding it everywhere. It's crazy. Yeah.
That's so crazy. But I agree. I agree with you that it plays with us. Like
Oh yeah.
even Google plays with me. Like when I search for something, if I'm looking for residue of something, in the search results will be other residue
Mm-hmm.
completely unrelated to the residue I'm looking for. For example, like I'm looking for Union Jack residue, right? And a Monopoly man with a monocle will be in the results. It's like,
Yep.
why? So
Yep.
I do. I totally, that's why I think there's something intelligent to it. I don't think it's just random. I don't think it just happens. I do
Yep.
It
think there's
sure
something
seems like
intelligent
it's
to it.
deliberate. I know. I've noticed that too.
Yes.
Exactly.
Deliberate changes.
Yeah. Yep.
It might even be messages. I don't know. But yeah. And yeah, that's what it seems like. Now, I'm not saying that if it's a natural phenomenon, that's not possible, but because of course it could be. The thing is, it just it seems like it would have to know our language and everything, you know.
And that's something I want to talk about now that you mentioned that, Crystal, is
Uh,
our language. Why is it only affecting things in English? Why does it only affect the English alphabet?
hmm
Nothing in Japan, Japanese kanji, hiragana, katakana. No Japanese characters are changing.
Okay.
None of them are merged together. It
Yeah, I've
seems
heard
to.
that about Europe too. Not
Yeah,
as much there.
yeah. Why is it
Yeah.
only affecting mainly the alphabet, where it's merging letters and changing characters in our alphabet, but not other languages like Chinese, Japanese, Thai, Vietnamese, and languages like that? Their languages aren't changing. Their characters are not changing. It's only our alphabet for some reason.
Wow.
That's an interesting thought because let's pretend someone is causing this. Then you would have to think that maybe it's someone who knows English because
Yep.
I thought you showed signs before with Japanese signs merging, but was that logos that I'm remembering?
It's logos. I haven't found any Japanese characters merging, but a lot of logos are. We have all the, a lot of company logos here that use our alphabet are merging together a lot too. So it's happening worldwide for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, there are people in the chat room saying that it's affecting Arabic, Africans, French. I'm not sure if they mean the characters or not, but I know the Mandela effect's affecting
What
worldwide, but I'm
what
not sure
about
about
what
characters.
about names like in Japan, and what about names? You know, like we have the celebrities and all that. Did you have
You know,
that or
I'm not very
celebrity names?
familiar with a lot of Japanese celebrities so much. The celebrities I do know, their names have not changed. But I'm not. I really don't like to watch Japanese TV because it's
Okay,
it's
not
very,
good.
very, very different from the stuff I like compared
Mm-hmm.
to their culture and their
I
taste.
understand that. Yeah,
It's not interesting at all.
I lived in France for a while, and I didn't like the TV there either. And
Yeah.
it, uh,
I
yeah,
can't relate to that, but I understand.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's one thing I really missed about this country is the entertainment.
Yeah, it's a lot better in the States than it is over here for sure.
Anyway,
I do want to make a note in the chat. You're showing it on the screen right now. Data Junkie said Chinese letters are changing.
Oh,
Carla's
oh
channel
well.
chronicles that. Do you mean Carla Red Pill? Data Junkie? Did you say Carla's channel?
that's
Um,
interesting.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Blaze, but it's not just print letters that are changing. I've noticed recently, well, also print, but I've noticed recently that the print newspapers letters are merging there as well.
Yep.
As well as commercials from the 80s. When you see the text on the screen,
Yep.
that's merging too.
Yep.
Also, so But again, I wonder if it's like a wave. I wonder if it's starting here and it will eventually move to other languages.
I wonder that too, and I wonder if when did you start noticing that these letters are changing? Because for me, I made videos about going to see my father in Okinawa when he announced that he's starting to get cancer,
Mhm.
and that's around the time that the lowercase t's were changing.
Yes.
And after the lowercase t's started to change, more and more of them started to appear everywhere. Now they're just commonplace. You can find them everywhere now.
Yeah.
Just like you said, old newspapers, old magazines, old TV shows. It doesn't matter how far back you go, you can find these lowercase t's that have changed, whether they have the tails on there or the left side cross cut off. They're everywhere now. But not only that, not long after that, the A's, the triangle A's started appearing everywhere.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
They're everywhere now. I document that every day when I go out. I take photos of new ones popping up every day, and I can drive like not even 5 minutes away from my house, and all down the main street, every freaking business has a triangle A in their logo. They're everywhere.
Yeah, you know what I thought when I first started seeing those, I thought maybe it was for the phones so you can see their names, but boy, I had that wrong though. I don't know why it's such a big deal. I don't know why it's such a big thing. I really don't. I'm trying to figure that myself.
Not only have those appeared now, but I'm starting to noticing lowercase L's with tails on there now. They're appearing. My wife and I watch a lot of old TV. I don't like to watch a lot of new TV shows. They're too satanic in nature. There's too much propaganda and satanic stuff in new TV shows. So we watch a lot of older TV shows. And I've noticed like at all the old TV shows, the letters are changing. The T's have the side cut off. The lowercase L's have tails, triangle A's.
Mm-hmm.
It's all messed up now. They weren't like that when I watched them when I was
no, they
younger.
weren't.
No, I agree.
I've
Yeah.
never noticed. I never saw any of that when I was, back in the day.
And one of the newest ones is the capital J's. I've noticed that in Japan, the capital J's, a capital J looks like that and it has the cross or the bar on the top. Well, the left or the right side bar is missing on the capital J's now a lot. They don't look like capital J's anymore. They look more like
Oh my gosh. Now
they
you
look
can
like
mention that. I just showed that to did I show it to you, Crystal?
Yeah, which one?
Remember the Jefferson Hospital? Did I show that to you?
Oh yes, yes. Mhm.
Right. On one side, the letter J,
Yep.
it's a capital J with nothing on the top. And then on the other side, it's only got a bar sticking out to the left.
It's
to the
really
left.
right.
Yep. They're everywhere now. They're in logos. They're on TV subtitles a lot.
Yeah.
You can find them on websites when you're sometimes I've noticed when I go over to Reddit and I'm typing, lowercase L's have tails and the J's have just the one bar going to the left now. It's starting to affect your computers, your phones,
like
and
a
everything.
huge thing. It's huge.
Yeah.
Thing.
See,
Yeah.
the interesting part with the logo I was talking about, and if I can find the picture, I'll send it to Curious so she can put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had cancer in 2016, and the pharmacy in the hospital, I've been using it ever since. So I've seen this logo over and over again it's on this little wall that comes down from the ceiling. It's like a little 2 foot. So the ceiling's higher for the lobby and lower for the people in the back. And on one side it says, I think it says Jefferson University, and the other side says Jefferson Apothecary. And they're the exact same logos. It's just different words. But they both have different J's. And Jefferson University on the left, the F's are not merged. And they both weren't merged in my past. And then all of a sudden I was sitting waiting for my prescription and I look up and the apothecary one, the F's are merged now. So that was a recent change for me that I didn't catch it in real time, but I've looked at those logos. Like, there's really nothing to look at while you're sitting for 20 minutes waiting for your prescription to be filled.
I'd like to put that in my
stare at those
video if you
things.
want. Hey, Sandy, I can put that in the video. That sounds like a good one. I'll take those pictures that you
That
sent
sounds
me.
like a good idea.
And I'll
Sure.
do that.
You still have the pictures?
Good one, yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and did you notice that sometimes when you're typing, if you type an F and an I next to each other, the cross on the F goes over the top of the I, and there's no dot on the top of the I anymore in a lot of stuff. You find that
Yes.
in logos and when you're typing every now and then too. It's appearing everywhere.
Blaze, I don't mean to interrupt, but right now on
Yeah.
the screen, UFO space guy is mentioning a Mandela effect that I believe I was the first to find, and it's one of my anchor effects, Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Like, I found that back in 2017, I think it was. I posted it to Twitter. I wasn't making videos back then. I was just posting on Twitter as at Residue Research, and no one believed me. Like I posted it to Twitter and everybody was saying, no, it's always been Barbera with a Bera. And I said, no, it was Barbara. Like not spelled like Barbara, but pronounced Barbara, not Barbera.
Yeah.
And I found tons of residue. But yes, I know it is a true story. I just wanted to point it out because they posted it. It was on the screen at the time.
Man, I'm
That's
having
all.
dual memories on that one because both of them look correct to me for some reason. That's weird.
Well, for me,
Yeah.
there's it sort of anchors me. There's a dealership in my area. It's Gary Barbera, and I even say it Barbera because that's what it was, and I knew they were different. Like that's how I could differentiate immediately. That's why I was like, no, that's
That's
wrong.
why
They
I
shouldn't
think.
be the same.
Sorry,
No, it's
it's
okay.
so important to hold on to our memories so we don't forget. It's really easy to forget,
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
just kind of because we're always bombarded by a lot of information, and it's easy to go with whatever's there. So I think it's very important we remember these. Theresa, are you there? Theresa?
Teresa, where are you?
She's
There's only 3 dots on the screen, so I don't think she's
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Teresa?
She's like merging into and out of reality right now.
It's not connecting. Somehow she's not connecting. There she
There
is.
she
Hello.
is.
Hello.
There she
Sorry
is.
about that. I thought you
I've
were.
been
Finally, hi,
backstage for a
Teresa.
while.
Welcome
thought
back to our reality.
And
I keep. It's funny.
it says that you were unable to connect. So I don't know what you were doing. So I'm sorry. What happened?
The internet's probably acting up.
Okay. Let's see. There's another. Let's go to the next question. Let's see. Do you want to
Fire
ask?
away.
I think we're on like. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Okay. In your opinion, do you think the Emmys are slowing down, speeding up, or vary throughout the year?
Oh wow. I think the Mandela effect is speeding up. Actually,
I
I'm
do too.
noticing.
I totally agree.
We're
Yeah,
all on board with that.
I notice a lot more changes, big and small. Um, the ones that are bothering me most that are big right now are all the, like we were just talking about, all the fonts and letter changes, the fonts merging together, the letters merging together, and changing all the T's, triangle A's,
Big one.
J's, the E's that are missing the bar down the side, and it's just like 3 lines now, is really bothering me. They're appearing everywhere. I'm watching these things just slowly just continue to appear more and more every week. So I think it's building up a lot more than it was in the past. I think it's getting a lot worse. I'm waiting, probably like you guys, I'm waiting for that another big one to come and hit me really hard, like the plane changes or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another question. Where do you think this is all? Okay. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. But where do
Go
you think
for it.
this is all going in the future? What do you think that how does the Mandela effect going to affect the future? Like do you see anything happening with that, or you just don't know?
My theory is, from what I'm noticing, is a total change in history. It's rewriting our entire history. It's adding things to our history. It's deleting things from our history. It's trying to change everything in our reality. And I seriously think, I don't know how long it's going to be, but my theory is that it's going to change everything, and our whole past lives are going to be just memories we have that no one else has with us. They're not going to remember everything because I think it's rewriting our total history. And I think that's something that it wants to do. I think it's trying to delete everything out of our past and make a new future, maybe a fresh start for some reason.
That's what it feels like. And remember,
Wow.
Sandy, I was telling you about that you like the theory that we might be. I don't know if you've ever heard of white holes. It's kind of like we're it seems like we're in a black hole, but we're going out through a white hole or something. That's what it feels like to me. Things are getting brighter and lighter, and I don't know.
Yes, that
Yeah.
theory that she
Mm,
like a white hole would be like
I don't know.
rebirth, everything coming out of it brand new.
Not
And
everyone believes in that, but it's like an example of how I feel.
You know, like
yeah,
I'm open to any theory anybody has out there because all of us we have our theories, but no one truly knows what's going on except for the
Oh yeah,
Mandela effect itself.
right. I love theories.
yeah,
In fact,
Yeah,
I'd like to put that more. I'd like to put some of the theories more in my videos because I think there have been some wonderful theories out there that I think are
yeah.
just absolutely fascinating. That commenters and stuff. Yeah,
hmm
I've read.
yeah. The
But
theories are interesting. It just
yeah.
it's kind of stinks that we're never. It's like one of those. What's the meaning of life? I don't think we're ever going to figure it out
Yeah,
unless
Well,
that's
someone
what,
comes out and takes responsibility, which I doubt.
it's a
yeah.
process. I mean, we're going through something, and so we're definitely going to find a lot of things out, but um, God only knows the whole big picture, really. But yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know what question you're on. I'm sorry. Go on.
Oh,
on,
I'm
on,
sorry. Oh, yeah. Do you think this is changing the laws of physics? Which it is really, but what
yeah.
do you think about the laws of physics? What that are changing? What?
Well, gosh, with all the plane changes that happened, I definitely think the laws of physics have changed because I
Mhm,
have no clue how the heck they're flying anymore. It doesn't
right.
make any sense to me. Everything I studied in school, everything I learned in the military, and going through ROTC, Civil Air Patrol, and learning aeronautic science and studying all that, just take it and throw it out the window because it doesn't make any sense to me anymore. I honestly don't know how planes are able to stay up in the sky. It doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. So
Well,
I'm still trying to figure that out. I research that all the time, and it's just like right over my head. It doesn't make any sense anymore.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And let's
There,
see. I'm
there
sorry. Go
might,
ahead.
yeah, because I don't want. It's about the planes. There might be a flip flop there,
Yeah.
and I want to explain to you that I live near Philadelphia International Airport. I see planes now all the time with completely flat wings. I don't know if it's a flip flop or if it's a specific style of plane. I'm still
Uh,
seeing the ones with the tips up. I'm still seeing them. Don't get me wrong. But for a while, I didn't see any with flat wings, and now I'm seeing flat wings again. So I
yeah.
don't know if it's flip flopping, or if it's just one style of airplane. But it
There
does
are
have that huge tail engine that I don't ever remember. So it's definitely a newer plane. But go on. I'm sorry.
there are different aircraft that have the flat wings where they don't have the flaps coming up on the side. There are still a lot out there with those. But a lot of newer aircraft seem to have the flaps up. But even if you go back a little bit in time and look at older aircraft, a lot of them have them. When in where I'm from, they didn't have them at all. That's something new in this reality or whatever you like to call it.
No, I agree.
Yeah, and they did the ones with the engines on the tail. Those never existed for me. I never seen those in my life until about a year ago when they started popping up everywhere, and I was like, "What in the heck is that?"
Yeah, no, when I see them, I literally think of drawings of rockets from like the 60s.
Yeah,
Like,
it looks like it does look like something from the early 50s or 60s, like some child or like some science fiction
right. Yes.
writer or something would make. Yeah,
hmm
it looks like something like that. It doesn't look like something that's real to me. So
Totally agree.
yeah, yeah,
All
but
right.
those drive me crazy. The plane changes really those hit me hard, especially with my father being in the military working on aircraft like that,
well,
and
Mhm,
he accepts it the new way. It drives me crazy.
mhm.
That's a
That
tough one.
well.
that's crazy that he accepts it. Really. My,
Well, I got one for you guys. I'll tell you a story right now. Last week, my father and I were talking about the plane changes, and he was going on his rant about why it is the way they are and how they work. And I was just sitting there shaking my head, like, that's not right where I'm from. That's not how they were. But he stopped me. He goes, you know what? I got one of those Mandela effects for you. And I looked at him kind of funny. I was like, "What? You got one?" He's like,
really?
"Yeah, I was at work I was talking to my supervisor in front of all my class because he teaches in classes about he teaches new military people how to work on the jet fighters. He's now a teacher teaching them how to work on all these aircraft. And he has to go over all the history of the aircraft, the aviation history of everything like that with his students. And his supervisor came in the classroom, and they were all having this big discussion about the history of flight. And his supervisor brought up, well, let me ask you three, who was the first ever to have a powered flight? Who was the first ever in U.S. history to fly? Do you guys know? I'm asking
Giddy,
y'all.
The Wright brothers.
The Wright,
Earnhardt,
the
Wright
the Wright,
brothers. Yeah.
Wright brothers, right? The Wright
Wright
brothers were the
yeah.
first to have the powered flight, right? Well,
Yes, Wright brothers.
now it still is sort of the Wright brothers, but history has changed. There's a new guy that flew earlier, I believe, in 1901, possibly. There was another guy that had a powered flight before the Wright brothers are trying to say. So the history has been changed. And my father was telling me that. He's like, I never, something, the guy's name is Goddard or something like that. And supposedly, something like that, if I remember right. It starts with a G. He had the first powered flight in Connecticut now, back before the Wright brothers. Even though they still say the Wright brothers were technically the first, they claim that he was actually the first to have a real powered flight. I'd have to look up the history on it, but my father was like, I never heard of the guy. I've never heard of this history. It's got to be a Mandela effect because I remember the Wright brothers. So
do I. That's crazy.
Wow.
I've never heard of anybody before the Wright brothers.
Yeah. So my father was like, that's a Mandela effect, right? I go like, yeah, Dad, that's a Mandela effect probably. So I started looking it up, and sure enough, there's a guy. There we go. Sing Song, I think, just posted it. Henry Gifford, maybe. No, I don't think it was Gifford. I think it was Godford or something, Gobry or something like that.
But how weird that it's a Henry with an I. Like really, back in 1901.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Yeah, but that could be it though. But it starts with a G. His last name starts with a G, and my father's never heard of that guy. And my father actually told me his history books changed. It now talks about that guy in his history book that he's had all his ever since he was in the military. He's had the same history book that he uses, and the books changed to that new information.
That's
so
crazy.
My father was like, that's a Mandela effect, right? I go like, Dad, you experienced your first Mandela effect. Congratulations. So
oh my
and
God.
he found it, of all things. He's the one who found it.
And he found it, yeah. And he had an argument with his supervisor and all his other students who were trying to tell him that guy flew first. And my dad's like, no, that's not right. In history, the Wright brothers were the first to have a powered flight.
Wow.
And they were all like, no, you're wrong. Apparently, this guy in Connecticut was the first to have the power flight before the Wright brothers now. So my dad was pretty pissed off about it, was angry.
Yeah,
Oh
that's another thing is this Mandela effect is it's screwing around with time. And so if we did jump dimensions, then who's to say that everything's the same age? Like, say, for example, the sun. I got a comment. I'm sorry, I forgot the name, but it's mentioned that it was a yellow sun to a white dwarf, and it made me think, well, we don't know the age of the sun now. What's the age of the earth? What's the age of everything? And maybe it's different. Maybe it's all different. And since history is changing, like you just were saying,
Yep.
maybe the ages of everything else has changed too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the history ones really get to me.
What's funny about that story, though, I just told you is my dad still denies the Mandela effect, and he still wants to argue with me about stuff.
He still doesn't believe it.
Go figure. Go figure. He accepts that something's happening to me. He does have some memories of stuff that I do. The Ford logo, South America being under North America. He's never heard of the Black Tom incident. His parents told him that they went to the Statue of Liberty's torch, that they went to this torch 2 times and were able to go up in the torch. But we all know in current history, you're not allowed to go to the Statue of Liberty's torch.
No.
So his parents did that, and he remembers seeing photos of that when he was a little child. He grew up in New York,
Oh my God.
he knows about that. So he is Mandela affected, even though he doesn't like to admit it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But he thinks that it's more. He claims that it's more of people giving out misinformation and photoshopping images on the internet and stuff like that. He doesn't believe that it's supernatural. So
He might just be on from another timeline, or you know,
He just
yeah,
needs a few more
yeah, a few
anchor
more to
effects, I
wake him
think.
up. Yeah,
Yeah. At least he's
A big one.
what I'm hearing is he's open to it.
he's
My
open. Yeah, we talk about it all the time. He's very open to it, but the ones that he really gets torqued off to me about are plane changes, the American flag change, the Statue of Liberty moving to Liberty Island instead of Ellis Island. He really gets pissed off at me and shouts at me when I talk about those, because those are ones that he claims they have not moved, they have not changed. Those are definitely the way I remember them. So he gets really upset with me about those. And
Yeah.
52 states. He says it's always been 50 states, even though I remember 52. So
I do too. So I'm with you on that too.
yeah,
It's just I have my mom is the same way as your dad. My mom is definitely affected by Fruit of the Loom. Like
my dad got one that too. Yeah, my dad got that one too. Yep.
yeah. Well, I think there's some effects that more people are affected than others. Like for example, Fruit of the Loom. More people are affected by Fruit of the Loom than say Jiffy. Even though
Yeah.
Jiffy, there's a lot affected by it. My mom always Jif. My mom said. My mom said it was never Jiffy. It was always Jif.
Yeah.
And she said, well, maybe you're thinking of Jiffy Pop or something like that. Like she always has she's always
Yep.
like trying to rationalize it. But
Yep.
see, that's where we have to understand. Until you fully accept this is happening, it's literally the impossible is happening. Something that shouldn't be malleable is malleable all of a sudden. It is now changeable, and it's very hard to wrap your head around that. So
it's like the laws of physics have changed. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
and
my
so
father always is like, you got it confused with Skippy peanut butter. There was never a Jiffy. It's always Skippy.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why she goes a step further to Jiffy Pop because it's the same word, you know.
Yep.
But it's just I don't know. I give her a little leeway because at least she used to roll her eyes at me and go, "Oh my God, what is it now?" Like that. She'd literally say that, like, "Oh, again." Yep. But then once I showed her Fruit of the Loom, she now listens. She may not agree, but at least she listens now. You know.
Yep.
I don't get the rolling of the eyes anymore.
Yeah.
So I just think we just have to keep trying until like not constantly keep trying, but you know what I'm saying? Like someday something's going to fully wake them up. Eventually.
I hope so. Yeah.
They have to come to their own conclusions about what's going on too, you know, by themselves. Yep. All right. This next question is there anything you'd like to add or tell us that we didn't ask you? Last question, I guess, huh?
Let me ask you guys some questions. I mean, what do you think is going on with the Mandela effect? Let's ask you, Crystal. What do you honestly think is causing the Mandela effect?
Oh, okay.
I put you on the spot, didn't
I? What do I think is happening? Well, I have you've heard of my black hole theory already.
Yeah.
I'm going with that one, but I don't know, you know. It's just a theory. I'll just go from theory to theory kind of thing, but it does seem like we're either going into a black hole or we're nearby a black hole. Which can explain definitely the laws of physics changing. It can explain the colors we see in the sky and other things. It just explains a lot if you study up on all that, if you really look into the subject. But it's also a possibility that we're already in a black hole, going through a wormhole. We could be going out a white hole. I know this sounds kind of they're just theories, though. So
nothing sounds crazy. I mean, everything everybody talks about, nothing sounds crazy. Once you go into the Mandela effect and you see all this stuff, nothing sounds crazy. I think
Anything's
anything's
possible.
possible. Yeah,
Yes.
That's what I thought. I'll tell
But
you right now, I've
Yep.
always been into a lot of science and physics stuff, but I've always been into paranormal stuff too. So I'm kind of, I've, you know, worked in plenty of theories in my head of what's going on, just
and
one after the other. So yeah.
I do want to add to your black hole thing how you said
Uh,
you said that we could be near a black hole. Well,
right.
we definitely are near a black hole. Currently, right now, there's a black hole eating the Sagittarius arm of our solar system. Our
Right.
solar system,
Whoa.
galaxy, not our solar system. Excuse me,
Yeah,
our galaxy. And I believe
right.
it was Fizzy. If you're here, Fizz, and you can find it, put the link in the chat. Scientists just saw a weird flash coming from that black hole. They don't know what's causing it. It might be related. I don't know. But we are near a black hole. So your theory that
Yes.
being near a black hole could be making these
In fact,
changes very well could be the case.
I just read an article. It's acting up and just going crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's true. And so we're now in a whole different area in the solar system, which is what, maybe we all did die in another place and
Oh, that's
due to
something I wanted to ask. Yeah.
a shock
That's
wave.
my,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
that's my thought.
how many of y'all thought that you've died before previously or had a near-death experience?
I have. Yeah.
All, yeah.
I think that's one of the connecting threads between a
Mm.
lot of us. That was one of
Yep.
the questions that I
Yeah.
originally
Hey,
had was do you think there's any ties that bind between the affected?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
hey,
I notice a lot of people on the forums on Facebook and stuff too all talk about maybe we've died, we've had near-death experiences. For me,
Yeah.
2008, I had a big car crash, but I don't think I died. I really don't think I died. But I do remember I had a big car crash and was injured for a while. But other than that, I haven't had any other near-death experiences or anything
But
like
just
that.
so you
So,
know, we don't know what the death experience is, and that's a
yeah,
whole mystery.
yeah,
It could be anything,
yeah.
So yeah, it could be a death thing.
well no, what
Um,
here's how I look at it.
yeah.
It doesn't have to actually be a near death experience. It's a point in time where it could have gone either way. A point in
Yeah.
time where you could have died or lived and you lived. Do you understand what I'm saying? So a
Yeah.
point that could have split to a different timeline, if that makes sense. And
Or
that's
like
how I
even if
look
you
at it.
maybe like if you died and then it splits, one area you're dead, but then you go the opposite direction into a new reality and live, it's like it splits down
Oh
that
wow.
timeline. Yeah. That could be
Yeah.
Yeah.
possible. I really don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
I think that's possible. This is really embarrassing, but I had um an abscess in impacted wisdom tooth. This was back in 1997 or 1998. And it was, of course, Saturday night, and no one's about. There's dentist. You can't see the dentist till Monday, and I was in excruciating pain. And I don't know why I didn't go to the ER. Probably because I took some chloroseptic from the cabinet and sprayed it on the tooth, and it felt good. So I was like, "Oh, okay, good. I can do this." And what I was doing was I'd swish and spit it out in the sink because I didn't want to, keep taking the medicine, not realizing, me being like 20 years old, not realizing my body's absorbing all that medication. And I accidentally overdosed on chloroseptic. And
wow.
yeah, I know it's embarrassing though to accidentally overdose on an over the counter spray.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went into shock. I blacked out. I thought I was out for hours and it was only minutes. Um, my
Whoa.
parents were EMTs. They dealt with it. I went to the ER. Everything was fine. But that was the first time. The second time I had cancer. Could have gone either way. So I've had two of them now. That I
mm,
could actually, there's probably a couple more but I'm not going to go into detail about them because that's a little too personal. But those are two of the big ones that I can think of where things could have gone either way, if that makes sense. But I do think that's a common thread with us. That maybe if you didn't have a near-death experience, maybe something happened where it could have gone really bad.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, Teresa?
like I guess it's just considered a near death. I don't know what year it was, but it was probably, I got to think back. 2000, let's see, 1985. I got to think. It was before year 2000. It was in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember driving a Chevy Chevette, and I remember crossing the street, and it was at night, and it was like two lanes, one way and one the other way, and I was crossing it. And I remember I got T-boned, and I don't remember much after that. I remember kind of like crawling out of the car, but it didn't feel real. I don't know if that was considered near death or not. The whole car was totaled.
I don't. It may not have been near death, but again, it's definitely a situation where again it could have gone either way.
Yes, and it was destroyed, my car.
Oh.
And I remember crossing. Crossing to get out of the passenger side because my side was so smashed in that I had a hard time getting my seatbelt off, and the bag was out. The bag came out and I guess hit me, and I remember being bruised. But I remember crawling out the passenger side. It was a very cheapy car, and I don't know if I could have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can I just say I almost died so many times that I don't even want to think about it.
Wow.
That's horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. I know, but I consider myself to be lucky. I
Yeah.
do to have
So that's
survived.
something we all have in common. I mean, like a lot of us seem to have like almost these near-death experiences from car crashes or something like that all the time. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Agreed.
interesting.
Agreed.
Yeah. What do you guys think
Hey,
about the CERN connection, though? I mean, with all the stuff going on at CERN and all that, what do you guys think about that?
I do have a theory with that.
Yeah.
Technology could have a hand in this. I don't. That's what I think about it.
When I heard about the black hole eating the Sagittarius arm of our galaxy, I said to myself, well, maybe CERN had something to do with us moving to where we are now. Maybe they knew what was happening.
I agree with that too.
And knew
they know what's going on.
Yeah, like we weren't going to survive, and they found a way to move us. But
they moved us consciously.
Possibly.
So what happened to our real bodies then? That's what I want to know. If we're in these like avatar bodies.
Yeah, who am I in this weird, strange body now? I mean, I've always wondered that. Do you guys ever feel like? Do you get the feeling that people are missing you from maybe a different reality? Do you ever feel like the people you're around are not actually the people you really knew before?
Yes,
I feel like a total stranger in a strange land.
Me too.
I just feel strange.
With me, my wife is the biggest one because I'm always constantly thinking, is this the wife I married? Or is she somebody else now in a different reality, a different place, or am I different? I always think that. It's really annoying, and I get the feeling that my wife's in another place. My actual wife is in another place missing me. I have that deep subconscious feeling all the time, and it drives me crazy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That must feel horrible.
It is horrible. It really is. But I've talked to other people that have the same feeling, like they feel their family members are like they're not the same, and that their family is actually looking for them and can't find them for some reason. That drives me crazy. I had that in the back of my mind. Just that feeling is like it's annoying.
Yeah, I think it's very possible.
Have you
Yes.
I need input.
Yeah.
Have you noticed the people around you, like their personalities, they're different? Like when you were just talking about that, like they're just not the same people as far as like they're more aggressive, the more.
I think,
Yep. Everybody knows. Yep.
I was gonna
Definitely.
say, like, it's strangers, like the population
You
as a
notice,
whole.
Gosh.
You notice it's louder. I've noticed people are being louder and like they're just deliberately trying to
Annoy you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've
Definitely.
noticed,
Yep. It seems like they're out to mess with you and bother you and be in your way and annoy the heck out of you all the time.
Like
Every
yes.
time I go out, yep.
it's like a kind of harassment. Where are these people from? Are they
Yeah. And I actually talked about that just
Yeah.
a few days ago in a video. People seem not to have any simple common sense anymore. They're
No.
they're wandering around life, not paying attention to anything around them. They walk right into you. They stop in front of you.
I'm
They
like,
walk. They walk
I
towards
feel
you all
people
the
are
time.
stupid.
Yeah,
People are
yeah.
getting stupider.
I
Yeah, but I
didn't
don't
want
think
to
it's
say
a
that, but they
generation.
are.
They are.
I don't think it's just a generation thing either. I think that
No, it's
no.
Mandela effect. It is definitely the
Yeah.
Mandela effect doing this.
Mhm.
I can feel that every time I go out in public. Like
We're-
I just talked about that when I'm going up an escalator at a shopping mall. You know, you're going up the escalator, you're enjoying the ride, like, wee, I'm going shopping, and all of a sudden the person in front of you all turns around and wants to walk down. It's
Right.
like, what the heck are you doing? There's people
It's like
behind you and you know
yeah.
it, but why are you coming down?
Yeah.
It's like
I
they're
mean, I actually
deliberately trying
attribute it.
to
Go on.
I like the way Guy put it in the last live show. He said that they're like it's like they're in a trance too. It's
Hmm.
or
Yes.
they're doing it deliberately or to harass you. I don't know, but they're also
We're
like
being
in a trance or they're not real or something. I don't know, but
And when you
Yeah,
said deliberately, I take it as like there's like this, like they're more ignorant. There's an
yeah,
yeah,
ignorance.
yeah.
that could be definitely
Like people just do not care. Like,
Like
Mhm.
I'll tell you a story.
Right. I
This literally just happened 2 days ago. You're probably gonna think I'm making this up off the top of my head, but this is dead serious, right? I'm on the train going to Fukuoka, the third largest city in Japan, where I go all the time to go shopping. And the train is
Mhm.
packed full of people. It's just packed because it's holidays now here in Japan. We have Obon. Obon is where people celebrate their ancestors. They go traveling to see their families and they celebrate their dead ancestors and give praise to them. So the traffic and the trains are just packed full of people. And
Wow.
in between the cars, you know how trains connect. They're connected, and on Japanese trains, they got two double doors, and you can walk into the next car. They're wide open, and you can walk
Oh.
into the next. You can walk into the next car, and you can stand in between there. Well, they've got these they got foot plates in between the cars, so you can walk across, right? And they got
Mhm.
a rubber piece, so you can't see the bottom of the train. The tracks when the train's moving is protected by a rubber piece, so you don't fall through when you're walking across.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's this little boy with his father. His father's standing on the other side of the train, and this little boy's like playing, walking back and forth. And he's sticking his foot down in between the trains, playing with the rubber piece, bouncing and joking around. And I looked at him and I
Ooh.
told him, "Don't do that. Your foot's gonna get caught in there, and you're gonna get hurt." So he looked at me and he just yelled at me like in Japanese, like, "I don't care," and he ran back to his father, and then he ran back to that area and he started playing there again. Sure
oh my
enough,
God.
he was jumping there and his little foot got stuck in
Oh
between
no.
the rubber piece and the trains. Well, his father started panicking and come running to help him and couldn't get him out. So I had to take my house key and use my house key to cut the rubber piece to pull his little leg out and pull him out of there. I was freaked out by that. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, you shouldn't let your kid play there. I warned him, and you heard me warn him earlier, but you were
Yes.
part of my English, but he was a dumb butt letting his child play like that and didn't even pay attention to his child. His
Yeah.
child could have lost his leg.
Yeah. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? I would say
And
I was talking to a neighbor one time and we were just talking in the we're sitting in these metal chairs and she we were just talking away. It was dark out and everything, but I heard it. I heard her she hit her leg, her shin on one of the metal chairs and she did not even bat an eyelash. I was like, did that
What?
hurt? Yeah, exactly. I
Oh
was
my
like, did that
gosh.
hurt? And she
yeah,
hit
Like
her
the
I was like,
robots. Like the
my
robot.
goodness. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
My
no human
God, what's
emotions.
going on? Yes, people are very
Hey,
yeah. And
hey,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Well, I was gonna say something that I think everybody's gonna agree with. You know the movie with Jim Carrey
There's a
with
lot of Jim
the
Carrey.
Truman Show?
There
Oh yeah,
it is.
Truman Show. Yep, yep.
That's
Yeah.
what I feel like that's what we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're
yeah.
Jim Carrey, all of us Mandela affected people. We're Jim Carrey, and everybody
Yep.
around us are like the people that are around us. That's what
Yep.
it feels like. We're being watched. You ever feel
Yeah.
like you're being watched?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. All the time. And
I keep wanting to look up, like, okay, what do you want?
just like we were talking about earlier, when you're checking Google for residue, other residue all of a sudden starts showing up. It's like somebody's providing that for you. I feel like
Yes.
somebody's at their little computer, like, oh, he's checking again. Let's give him a
I
little
keep
bit of more information to mess with
I
his
keep finding
mind.
my Monopoly
And
man
a
all the
lot of
time. Monopoly
Yeah.
man.
a
Yeah.
lot of people
Yeah.
that are Mandela affected feel that way. They feel like they're being watched. I don't know what that is about,
All
but
the time. Yep.
yeah, and it's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
it's like I said earlier. Every time I go out, the Mandela effect's messing with me. I see stuff all the time,
Yes.
every single day. There's not a time in the day that goes by where I don't see Mandela effects or see some kind of residue or something changes right in front of my
Yeah.
face all the
agree.
time.
I've been
Always.
really getting into the sky. Have you heard of the horizontal rainbows? Sky
No, what are they? Can
watching
you
stuff.
present them?
Yeah, I can. Yes, hold
Can you
on
present
one
it?
sec. In fact,
Yeah,
I will
please. Horizontal
now.
Thank you,
rainbow.
Crystal.
Sure.
I've seen the white
They're
rainbows
very
and
bizarre.
horizontal. I've
Yeah, I'd
never
like to
seen.
see them.
And there's been
Yeah.
these colors and abnormal rainbow colors just flashing around in the sky, and I've just never heard of
What?
that. It's just
The night rainbows got me. I've never seen rainbows at night, but now
The
apparently those
moonbow,
exist.
yeah.
Moonbows and night rainbows and stuff. It's just
I think they even
bizarre.
have snow ones too, don't they? Like ones in the
They
snow.
do. Yeah. Oh wow. What's
Yeah.
that? Oh
can you see?
yeah.
Look at
Whoa.
this.
Yeah. That stuff.
That's
Right.
it?
Yeah.
Isn't that just
Just a
bizarre?
straight line.
Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
just a line rainbow.
Some
I
of these
actually
are
saw a
just,
Great.
YouTube video about that yesterday.
Whoa.
Oh
you
wow,
know,
that's
you
cool.
don't you're used to the curved stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that went
Whoa.
over the water. Wow.
They're beautiful though.
Yeah, there's a YouTube video where they're talking about a giant like fire rainbow in the sky or something they were talking about, and only a few people witnessed
Ooh.
that. That was interesting. I saw that yesterday somewhere.
Yeah,
Can
like
you
the
bring
Yeah,
that up,
fire in the sky, huh?
Crystal?
I
Yeah, can you show everybody that?
I
Please?
don't
Sure.
know if I could find it, but maybe you guys can
Well,
find that if you type in like
the Paris one she just
like
showed is gigantic.
fire cloud or something like that. I'm not sure.
Fire what?
Fire cloud or something, or rainbow cloud or something. I can't remember what it was, but I saw it in the
Fire
news or
something, yeah.
something.
That sounds
Yeah, fire
familiar,
rainbow.
actually.
It's called a fire rainbow.
There's
Yeah.
this look,
Oh yeah,
look
something
at
like
that.
that. Yeah,
Those are
something like
Whoa.
those. Yeah,
exactly. These are what
Wow.
yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, that looks like it could
wondering
be
Oh
from
my
about.
the
gosh.
chemtrails. Like chemtrails show that stuff sometimes. Yeah,
That's beautiful.
but there
Yeah,
was like there's
mhm.
the video I saw, or I can't remember if it was a video or a photo I saw yesterday of this massive cloud over Indonesia or something, and a gigantic like rainbow inside the cloud. It was massive. It almost looked like something from Armageddon or something. It was just freaky.
Oh my god.
But that
Look at that.
that's pretty
Yeah.
beautiful right there. That's
It's
amazing.
some of these are amazing, but some of them are kind of scary looking.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know.
Now
Yeah,
I've personally seen the cloud rainbows like that image right there. Click on that one. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that here in Japan. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
But that's recent. Like in the past year, I started noticing that stuff. It didn't exist before.
No.
And hey, have you heard of the boiling river of Amazon? You heard that?
What?
Well, you know, I read up on it and said the scientists used to think it was a myth, but they found out it's not a myth, it's real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
Never
hold
heard of
on.
that.
Let me show you. Yeah, it's just boiling a river that's got just boiling water.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now, is the boiling water
Hold on
from
one sec.
the volcanic magma
Could be.
underneath probably?
I don't know. They really, it seems like they don't know why or what it is, and it's just one of those unexplained things that. So hold on one second.
So it could be that there's a super
That's
volcano
interesting.
underneath it, and they don't know that yet.
That's true.
Like
we
Yeah,
have-
That's
Yellowstone.
true.
We have a
right.
lot of that in Japan, like a lot of magma underneath places. That's why we have so many hot springs here in Japan.
But well, what gets me is this used to be a myth that has come true.
Oh,
So
wow.
And
yeah,
we do see that a lot recently, where things that never
yeah.
existed, they were just like stories
Yeah.
or in our
I'll
imagination are now real.
I'll put out
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
I don't know. Manned animals, as a scarab would put it. Say, but and I'll get comments like, yeah, that looks like the same animal that was in my game. Something, something. You know?
Yeah. Like what was that one from the movie Napoleon Dynamite? He drew like a lagger or something and it actually exists now, I think.
Yeah.
Like a
No, really?
half lion, half what was it? Half lion, half tiger or something like that. Does it I heard someone talk about that on a video a long time ago that it exists.
Oh my
Sheesh,
gosh.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I don't know who I was saying this to. I was saying it to someone recently. I'm waiting for unicorns to be real.
Yeah,
They're in
yeah,
the Bible
me.
now. It was
You're
you.
saying that,
Okay.
telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to be real because they're in the Bible now, so why not?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it
I want one.
would. Me too.
I'm waiting
And
for my guinea pig to change, like so many animal changes are taking place. I'm just keep looking at my guinea pig every
I
day
don't
and
want
like,
my cat to
are you
change.
going to change? Are you going to grow wings on me? Are you going to grow a tail or what?
I think we lost Teresa again, so keep an eye on
Yeah.
backstage.
Yeah. But I'm waiting.
Eventually.
I want my guinea pig to fly. That'd be cool.
I want
Oh,
my cats to talk. I want to hear
Yeah.
them talk.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Dr. Doolittle
yeah.
stuff.
You're looking for a lot of complaints and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of afraid that my cat she's spoiled, so I don't know what she's gonna want. I'm
Feed
just
me
kind of
now.
scared.
Feed me. Don't tell me what to do. Feed me.
Yeah. But Sandy, we can go to your Flickr stuff in a bit.
Oh, if you
I
want,
know
yeah, if you want to come up, like, because I
we'll
know
definitely do
you have
that.
viewers that Brian didn't have, so if you want to show
Okay.
some of the stuff I had, that's fine.
All right. I'm
But
just
there is something new I wanted to bring up to ask you
okay.
guys.
Sure.
I'm going to ask the chat and you guys. What body temperature is the highest that you remember being taught before you die?
Oh, wow.
What do you remember being
What
the
wasn't
highest
it?
body temperature?
Off the top of my head, wasn't it 104? Around
Okay,
that?
you're at
That's
104.
about that, yeah.
I'm with Data
I
Junkie
don't
with
know.
106. 104 is
I,
a bad fever. That's why for
yeah.
me, 106 is the
I was gonna about 104 to 106 around there. Yeah, sounds about
yeah.
right.
The reason why I think it might be an effect is that my friend, one of my closest friends, was just in the hospital this past week. She had an infection that went to her blood, and her temperature was 109, and
Ooh.
she survived. No brain damage that we're aware of. She's fine now
Wow.
after antibiotics.
How long did she have the fever
Never
that
heard of
high
that.
for?
Well, she walked to the ER in a delirious state,
Wow.
and at the time they said her temperature was 109. So I don't know exactly how long, but
What?
I've never heard of anyone having 109 temperature. And then
No.
when I researched it, it's very rare for someone to survive this, but people have been known to survive temperatures of 115 degrees. No freaking way. Never in
No
my
No.
way.
past.
No.
Never.
No,
No.
not at all.
No. Now, like data junkie just said, like, yeah, for infants, I thought it was about like 106, but for adults, I always thought it was around
Correct.
104. That's what I learned in the Marine Corps boot camp. I remember remembering that for adults it's about 104. If it got any higher, you would suffer brain damage and then you die from that. I remember.
Okay, so I've had 104.5 degree fever before.
Ooh.
My mom, I was young. I was younger, not young. I was probably like 17, maybe. And I was seeing colors and shapes flashing before my eyes, waiting for my mom to get home for work. And the minute she came in, I said, "Mom, I think I need to go to the hospital." And I told her I was hallucinating and I feel sick. And she felt my head and rushed me to the hospital. And it was 104.5. But yes, babies' temperatures can be higher. But
Yeah.
my mom was an EMT and a medical assistant for 30 years. And she remembers 106 as well. So
Mm.
when she said it was 109, I didn't believe it. And then I saw
No.
she showed me her paperwork. It was 109. 109.0 was her temperature.
Ooh.
And that, like I said, researching it over the past day, I'm finding reports of it's very unlikely that you will live. But there have been cases, very rare cases, where people have survived 115 degrees. I think that is
Ooh.
100% a change because
That's gotta be.
I
No way.
never in my life. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to see, you guys were my test subjects. So yeah, you just confirmed it. Thank you.
Yeah, that 115. No, your brain would be fried. You
Right.
definitely die from that. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm right
that's
there with
definitely
you.
a change right there. I mean, I studied that in the military, and 115. There's no way you're gonna survive that. Not where
So
I'm from.
exactly. So here's the thing. I'm not a proponent of global warming. I just think there's more to it. That
Mm.
like we only have recorded history for so long. I think we go through phase ages and warming. Like we were a lot hotter hundred not hundreds, hundreds of thousands of years ago. We were a lot hotter than we are now. So I think it does
Yeah.
change. But could it be that because maybe we are getting a little bit warmer and our bodies are adapting? I
Teresa.
don't know.
And I'm back again.
Welcome back.
Yay, welcome back, Teresa.
I keep going into one reality to another. Sorry, guys.
Can you
I'm
go
just
to my
doing some
reality
time
and
traveling around.
go
I'll
to
show
my
you guys
reality and
something.
bring me back some stuff?
I'll show you guys
Yeah.
something here.
Okay.
Have you
Oh
heard
yeah,
of the
go for
eye?
it, Crystal.
Have you heard of the Eye of the Sierra?
The
No.
Check
eye of
this
the
out.
the eye of the
Look at this.
Sierra.
Is right in the middle of the Sierra Desert.
Yeah, I saw that a
Eye
few
of
days
the
What?
ago.
Sierra.
That is
I've never
cool.
heard of this before, ever. This
I
is
thought about making a video on
what is
this.
that? Right.
Yeah, it looks like it looks
Wow.
like the all-seeing eye.
But what is it? What I mean, how could this happen?
Wow.
Yeah,
I
that's what I want to know. That is
I've never
crazy.
seen that in my life.
Yeah.
And
What? What
they
is
always
that?
say stuff like this is just unknown. So
Stuff like that is just popping up all over the
they
world and
they
people are
have
just
no
like, "Okay."
explanations.
See,
There's no
I want to ask the people like Lone Eagle and Scarab Performance and Nobleness D, who constantly are looking at Google Maps. Do you
Yeah,
know? Have you seen this before?
yeah. I think Lone Eagle talks about that kind of stuff
Well,
really good. He's always checking that kind of like stuff for geography and stuff changes.
wow.
in fact I wanted to make my live videos more with kind of towards some of this stuff more. And
It's cool.
there's just so
Wow.
many mysteries right these days that I can't help but tie the Mandela effect to them, and you
Oh
know what I
wow.
mean.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mandela effect is making
I've never
all
seen
types of
stuff like this.
new stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
the all these
Data
things that are
junkie.
a
popping
lot
up.
of it's kind of
Kit
like
Kat.
going beyond the laws of physics as we know them. Basically, the um,
They're
just total
gone.
mysteries.
They're
Yeah,
gone.
mysteries.
They're gone. Yeah.
The Eye of the Sahara that you just showed. Was there water in there? Is there water in that Eye of Sahara, or was that just someone's depiction that you were showing?
No, there's no water. I
I
don't
bet
think.
when it rains, it gets a little water probably in there, and it stays there for a while.
It
Maybe.
could be, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Devil's Kettle? Hold on
Devil's
one second.
Kettle. No, I
Okay,
have not.
No,
let me get that.
haven't heard of that
Um,
one.
What?
one that's
Oh, is that the place that has the big opening in the ground with all the lava that's in there, and you can walk up to it and look down in there?
oh, that's
Maybe,
the
maybe not.
that's the door to hell or something. But this
Oh,
is
Yeah.
that's that one. Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard of that one, yes.
Hell's Gate
yeah.
or something. Hold
Hell's
on, I'll
Gate,
show
yeah.
you. I just learned about this one. This is something else because they don't know this. You see this smaller one right here? They don't know where it's going to. They can't figure out
Whoa.
where it's going to. They've tried everything, every kind of experiment. This
Wow.
little one, they can't figure out where it's going to. It's just
It
bizarre.
just
What?
disappears.
It just
Wow.
disappears, exactly.
Into where?
They don't
Yeah.
know.
It's
It
just
just
going down
fall-
into the ground.
What?
There's an arrow pointing to it right here. That's the
Yeah.
one they don't. They've even put in little balls, golf balls, and they
I
can't.
got it. To
Didn't get any.
infinity and beyond.
It's a toilet. It's a big toilet.
Yeah, look
Oh
at
my
that. It's
gosh.
just, it's like water disappears
You
there.
get it? To infinity and beyond.
It's going into another reality. That's crazy.
I could be, you know.
That
And
is
now
Oh
more
my
weird.
and more
gosh.
of that,
crazy.
it's like there's some kind of portals out there to other
Wow. That is
places.
cool. I
I've
gotta look
never
into
heard of
that
this
one.
place.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
That's cool.
Curiouser.
Yeah.
You remember that weird looking rainbow that I posted the other day that was in Tampa, Florida? Would you show that one? It was like really bizarre looking. It was in Facebook.
Weird looking. Let me see if I can find it first.
Yeah,
Send her
it was like somebody called it was like a portal. It was like a round rainbow in the middle of the oh my gosh, how do we find it?
Wow.
On
It was in Tampa, Florida.
Ooh, that's near my home.
It's really, really wait
did
till
you have
you
on Reality Residue Hunter? Is that what it
yes, it was there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you just type Theresa in, you'll see my posts and you'll see the rainbow. It's really weird. I wanted to just show the video.
I like what Esther says in the chat. She says, "Jump in and see where that goes."
Yeah, no.
I'd be scared to
Sandy, do
know
you
where it
see what I'm
goes.
talking about?
No, Teresa, I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually really curious.
Okay. You mean like Curious and Curiouser?
Right. Very. Did you send this to me, Earth and the Sun? No.
No. Shoot, I'm trying to figure out how I can just put my name in the search and you'll see it as one of my posts. Not too long ago. It's really bizarre
In the
looking.
search bar, she's saying to put her name, put Theresa Lynch in the search bar at the top.
Yes, and you'll be able to scroll down and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is Blaze, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's going to really blow your mind, like seriously.
I don't
And I
think I've
think
seen it.
Esther's seen it too. Yeah.
Okay, and so you're here, and then what? Where do I go now on your page?
Oh,
You
no, not her
scrolled
page. No, Teresa. On Reality Residue Hunter.
Right.
So go to the
the
group.
Facebook group.
On the Facebook group.
Okay.
At the
Yes.
top of the Facebook group.
Can you all
there's a
see?
search
You
bar.
can't see the screen, can you?
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
No. We really got to show this. This is going to blow you guys'
Well,
mind.
what's it called? I can just look it up.
Shoot.
That's the thing. Teresa doesn't remember what it's called.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, you know what she could do? She can just put in the word rainbow. And it'll come
Teresa,
up.
that's not going to find it.
Yes, it will.
I'm searching round rainbow in Tampa.
Oh, Lordy. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Because I know what it looks like. I believe it was in Tampa. Hold on.
There's a full circle rainbow from July 24th.
You see it?
Yeah.
It's like round.
All right.
You see it?
Curious or
Yeah.
Google Sky Fox Spots Full Circle Rainbow.
All right.
Yes, that's it. Sorry.
And you'll find it.
Sorry about that. It's really weird looking.
Well, see, here's the thing. That's the thing, though. I've always known rainbows to be a full circle, and they always told me growing up, Sky Fox, one word, spots, full dash circle rainbow, and then you should find it. Should pull up the article.
It's really strange
I
looking.
was always taught that rainbows were circles, and we could only see because of where we are compared to the sky, and because of
Yeah.
our point of view, we could only see half of it.
But
That's
they
why
just
we see it
fade
as an
off.
arch.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the weird thing to me is when I see rainbows just ending in the middle of a street and cars driving through it. That's
Yeah.
weird.
I did a
That's weird
video
to
on
me.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I've never heard of that.
a round rainbow makes sense to me because, especially if Sky
Teresa.
Fox is seeing it, they're in the sky.
Yes.
Wow.
Teresa, do you see the screen?
Yes.
Where is it?
Yes.
Which one?
It was a video.
Oh no,
Oh.
you're going to images. Go
You
to
want me to-
all. Go to the top to all.
Yeah.
Curiouser.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't want to look at images. You want to look at links. Go to all.
Yeah. It was, like I said, it was a video.
Don't mind me. I'm watching and
bite.
eating.
You're looking for news helicopter spots full circle rainbow right there. Yeah, that
That's
first
it.
one.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Skybox
Where's the
fools
video on it? That's
over
it.
Tampa.
Yes. Yes, that's it.
What's that
When it
hairy
loads.
chest? Wow. There's a video.
I don't see a video. Let's see. Oh, there
It's
it is.
probably at the top of the page.
All right, got
There
it.
it is. There it is.
There it
right
is.
there. That's it.
Wow.
Right
what's
there.
that?
Perfect. Wait till you guys see this.
There we go.
Yeah, watch this. Really bizarre looking.
Can I just? Oh wait, you're gonna play it. Hold on one second. Oh, wait.
Subaru.
Is it playing?
Subaru ad.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Well,
Not
there's an
playing?
ad. What do you expect? There it is.
There we go.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. Now watch how it shows it. Watch, guys. Watch this.
It's a big rainbow. Wait, it's not touching the ground.
Exactly. Look at this.
They're not supposed to touch the ground from my past. That's what I was taught.
But
It-
rainbows are
Oh,
supposed
wow.
to
Yeah.
be an arch. They're not supposed to be a circle.
But that's the thing.
Exactly. Look at
I
that.
was taught they were a
Look, look,
circle,
look.
and we can only see an arch because we're on the
Okay.
ground.
That's weird.
Really?
You see it? Don't it look
Yeah.
like it's a
Complete
portal,
circle.
guys?
That looks weird.
It's the fact that
Exactly, Blaze. That's what I meant. Look at it.
no, that's what's
See it?
different about it. It's the fact that it's a different color on the inside.
Yeah, it's more like a whitish tint on the inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
The whole thing's upside
Don't it
down.
look like it
I
could be a
remember
portal?
I remember purple on top. Just
Purple
like,
on top?
yeah, the rainbow's upside down for me.
You remember purple on top?
Whoa.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, I don't remember
Wow.
that. Always been kind of a reddish color on top for
That's
me.
it. No,
Yeah.
not for me.
Whoa. Look at that
Roy
one.
Biv. Roy Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
Wow, that's
Roy G.
weird.
Biv.
All right, that's not what I learned.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I
You're the
know.
first
I
person
learned
I've
red on
met.
top.
Wow.
Well,
I went
have.
to. Hey, everyone! I went to art school, and I
So did
learned
I.
that. I learned that there was purple, and red was last.
Isn't that
What?
weird though? Like how
Yeah.
we all have different kind of memories from like a different place, it seems like. That's crazy.
I
I
remember
know.
red.
Well, I have residue for you that will remind you of home then, Curiouser. Because you are the
Oh, wow.
first person I've met who remembers purple on top. And I have
Yay. You two
I
are
have
from the
Cool.
same home.
residue. I have residue changes for me saying, "Oh my god, look at this. It should be it's backwards." But for you it'll be regular. And it's in my Flickr.
What do you
All right.
remember, Blaze?
Okay,
What's
I'm
that?
coming. Hold on.
What do you remember? Red or purple on top?
I remember red on top. It's always been red on
So do
top for
I.
me.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Welcome to my home.
amazing.
Yeah. It's crazy. Everybody remembers kind of a little
Yeah.
different. It's interesting. Like, oh, I got one for you guys. This is not a Mandela effect for me, but a lot of people out there remember the traffic lights always having the green on the top. What do you guys
Yes.
remember?
I
The
do.
green.
I
You
do remember
You
green
remember
on
green
top.
on top?
Yeah.
I do.
Yep.
I don't remember that one. That's one of the Mandela effects that don't bother me at all.
It's amazing.
I always remember red on top.
Recall Vector put it perfectly.
Yeah.
That our memories are
Yeah.
splintered. There's the splintering of
Yeah.
our memories. And it's
Yep.
really disconcerting to think like
Yeah. You know,
That's where you were talking about the theories. One
Yeah.
of my theories is that we're moving in and out of realities at all times, because I
Yep.
can't explain why we would have certain memories that are the same and other memories that are different, and then another person has
Yeah.
completely different memories,
Well,
and it's not.
Yep.
But it's not. See, it's not misremembering, because there's still people that agree with everybody. So there's still
Yeah.
groups of
That's
people that will remember that one thing that you don't agree with. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not like everybody's alone. We do
yeah.
have other people who agree with what we remember. It's just that not everybody cohesively agrees everything. It's
Wow.
so
Yep.
weird. It's so weird.
okay, Sandy, I'm going to go to your Flickr page right now.
Yeah,
You
now
want me to,
here's
which
the
one
hard
you,
part.
what,
I don't know.
Where's she
I
gonna
have to
find?
go find it. It's this
Oh,
all right,
wow.
reaching
do you
back
want
to
me to
an
go
old
somewhere
one.
else? Should I go somewhere else
Well,
in the meantime?
in the meantime, I'm gonna look. I mean, you could show whatever you want. I mean, if you see something there you want to show, go right ahead.
Yeah,
That's
we're
one of the
talking about
Mandela
the
effects.
come and
Come
get your
on and
love.
get your love.
Yeah, do you remember
Yeah.
Hey Hey, or do you remember Hell
Oh,
Hell?
he doesn't know that one yet.
I don't know that
Okay.
song.
It's
Okay.
a new effect.
Who
Well,
sings
if he
that?
doesn't know the song, then
Redbone.
I don't know him. Sorry.
doesn't know
Do
the
you
song.
remember?
I don't know the song.
Do you want to sing the beginning of it, guys?
Yeah, you might want to. You might if you play the beginning of "Come and Get Your Love," he may recognize it.
Sounds familiar though.
Guardians of the Galaxy has it.
Come
All right,
and
hold
get
on.
your love. Oh.
No, it goes, hey, what's the matter with you? Remember?
Oh, I know that song. Okay, yeah.
Come
That's what I
and get
said.
your love.
Yeah, come and get your
So,
love.
yes, from
Yes.
I know
Guardians
it.
of the Galaxy.
But do you
I know that
remember
song.
"Hey"? Do you remember "Hey" or "Hail"? Like it's hailing
At the
outside.
beginning,
Hey, right? Hey,
Hey.
yeah.
it changed. It changed.
What?
Yeah,
Now,
play it
Evan,
now. Play it now.
I'm coming. Hold on.
I get tired of these music changes. That really bothers me.
It's saying hail now.
Evan
Ooh.
Powers found that one. Just want to
Yep.
point that out.
If you're listening, Evan, great find.
Did you say it's saying hail like HAIL? Like
Yeah,
the
and even the words.
Yes.
Sandy, show him the words. Or Crystal, show the words what it says now.
That doesn't
Okay.
make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to the song. What the heck?
It's hail. They want us to go to hail.
That's stupid. I hate these song changes.
I think they have messages behind them, guys. A lot of these Mandela effects
Can you see?
have messages. I think
Can
they
you
do.
see? Can
No,
you
not
guys
yet.
Not
see?
yet. No,
Not yet. No.
I just
All right.
see Blaze.
Hold on.
I'm just sitting here looking at the screen.
Yep.
Don't mind me. I eat every now and then because I'm hungry.
It's
You're not
okay.
alone. I'm hypoglycemic.
I'm coming here. Here we
I
go.
need food. I need food intake. There we go.
Kind of like you need input. You need food input.
Need food input.
There you
Yep.
go.
There we go. Yeah. Hey, wait a second. That's not how you spell
Oh my-
Guardians of the Galaxy, is it?
No.
No, it's GUA.
Hell,
What?
rewind that, Crystal.
No.
right.
Come on.
No.
No.
You see that?
But the official
Now it's
lyrics
that.
are HAIL. They probably just thought that's what they were singing.
Oh, that's just so. Yeah, they thought they were saying
Crystal,
hell.
rewind a little bit so we can hear it.
What?
Crystal, rewind.
No. Come on now.
But the Google official lyrics are "Hail," HAIL.
But that doesn't make any
Yep.
freaking sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yep.
No, it was "Hey, hey. What's the matter with your head?" Yeah, not head. See, he's even got the wrong words there. Head. It was head. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I found residue for the Aqua Barbie song. You know the old Barbie song.
I'm
It's
a
like
Barbie girl.
in a Barbie world is how it used to be, but
Yeah,
it's
in a Barbie
now.
world.
But if you watch Weird Al's interview with Avril Lavigne, he says, "I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world" in that interview.
No way.
Yeah,
That's good residue.
he found that. I found that, and there in his music video for the the Forrest Gump where he makes fun of Forrest Gump, the lump, or what's it called, or Gump, Weird Al's music video Gump. He sings about Forrest Gump, and he says life is like a box of chocolates. In that
Whoa.
he says that Forrest Gump says that, so he's reciting it from the movie quote.
Oh
So
my-
that's good residue.
That
Wow.
is. Curiouser, I found what we're looking for. The problem
Okay.
is it was before I started notating folders easier, but it was from a March 23rd, 2019 show. And if you can just look up Great Adventure, look for a Great Adventure folder in Flickr.
All right.
Because that would be the residue you're looking for.
You're making me hungry. Stop.
I'm sorry. This is good Japanese food.
Mm-hmm.
Potato
Okay.
sticks.
No, that's not
I'm on-
Japanese. We have them here
Potato.
too.
I'm on Flickr now. Where again?
You're looking for a folder that's called Great Adventure.
Great Adventure. Okay.
You might even be able to search for it. I'm not sure.
Oh, you have a lot of folders here.
Yeah, we've been doing shows a long time.
Great Adventure. I'll find it.
What I can do is I can go to Flickr, and if I find it, I can send the images to you if you'd like.
Go Sandy.
Because I know what I'm looking for, and she does. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I found it right away by searching it. I'm gonna just send them to you, okay?
All right.
You guys
you
do
can-
that. I have to take a bathroom break real
It
fast.
just took me to Six Flags.
Oh, you found Six Flags? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Go
it
ahead,
took me
Need.
to. On the search.
Okay. Well, we'll be
Well,
right back.
we're talking about
Need will be
something
right
that's
back.
old. Yes, go right ahead. Need input.
He's already gone.
Okay, good.
Are you you're sending this to me?
I'm going to send it to you on Facebook, and then you'll have all the images. There's different versions of it.
Okay.
This is a change for me. I showed this, like I said, on the March 23rd show on Brian McFarlane's channel. The rainbow was red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple for me. And
Did you send it now?
I'm sending them right now. Yeah, give me 1 second. They're coming through.
Okay.
And it should be residue for what you remember. This would be my Six Flags amusement park that's closest to me. And we used to go all the time. And I've always loved rainbows, like always. And I loved their logo. Everything that they sold had rainbows on it because
Hang
that
on,
was their
bear with
logo.
me.
Take your time. We might as well wait for Need Input to come back, so he can see them too. But
Okay.
He
Can you
shouldn't
see
be
the
gone that
screen?
long.
Can you see the screen?
yes, it's coming up. Yes.
Okay. And you sent me these
It-
pictures here? No?
Yes. And is
That
that what
wasn't
you
it.
remember?
I'm back.
Blaze is back. So
Sorry.
Blaze, it's okay. These are this was
Six
residue.
Flags.
Yeah, this logo is from the 80s and early 90s, and it's wrong for me. It changed.
It's backwards. The red
But-
should be on the top.
But I wanted to show Curiouser.
Ah,
This
the
is what
rainbow's
she-
right. Okay,
right
that's how
for
I
you.
know.
Yes.
For you,
Yeah.
yeah. For
for
you.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if you
wow.
can see right there on the patch, the D and the V is not merged. If you go back to the other images, it's
Okay.
merged now. So that was another thing that I pointed out.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the E's kind of crooked now. It's got that weird crooked E.
Oh, those are appearing everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. But the T
Oh,
still has
weird.
the cross across it, but
Yeah, but it's got a tail.
well,
But that one doesn't. This
It
one
did-
does.
originally this one had a tail.
Wow,
Seriously?
that's amazing.
Yeah, I do remember the tail on Great Adventure.
Wow.
The rain,
You know,
I
all these
just can't believe the rainbow. Wow.
teas with tails never existed for me ever. They just started appearing last
No.
year.
Oh no, I they are everywhere now. No, it
Yeah.
was just this logo. I remember
Wow.
this logo having it. It was very
Interesting.
rare to see a tea like that. It was very
Yeah, interesting. Wow. So there you go. You got your rainbows back on that.
rare. But for me, it was completely opposite. That's a backwards birthday. I
Yeah,
like that.
rainbows always had the red on top for me, but that's cool.
Yeah. And now with real rainbows, you never see single ones anymore. They're always double rainbows, apparently. Like, at least in my experience, they're always double rainbows anymore. And the
And you can
double,
drive through them.
yeah, that, oh my God, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
I've
got
done it
one.
before. It's creepy.
You
Is it
guys
driven through
scary?
one?
Like,
I have, yeah. I've driven through a rainbow about, I'd say about
whoa.
6 or 7 months ago. There's a big rainbow in the sky, and I'm driving, and I noticed the rainbow's getting closer as I'm driving towards it.
What?
I'm like, no, that's not supposed to happen. And you know what's creepy? I just watched a video about people being able to do that, and then it happened to me the very next day.
Oh
So I
my
was like,
God. You should have filmed
that's
it. You should have filmed it.
crazy. I actually had my cell phone trying to film it, but I couldn't get it because the rain was pouring down so hard. I was going to make a video about it, but you just can't really see much. But I was driving towards the rainbow and went right under it.
Oh my gosh.
Never done that before in my life, but that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen it in real life, but I've seen videos and it blows my mind.
It's creepy. It's not supposed to happen, but it does.
Yeah, no, it's
Have you heard
not.
about the floating stone? Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's
interrupt.
okay.
Floating stones.
Oh yeah, I've
Nerd.
seen floating stones, but the stones were usually lava rocks that were kind of hollowed out, and they used to be able to float. But other than that, I haven't seen any other floating stones.
These are just like regular stones.
What?
And yeah, they're trying to figure out how that happens. They don't know.
They're floating. They're not connected to the bottom somehow.
No.
What?
These are just floating stones, just regular stones.
Like we said, physics is out the window. Nothing works
In
in this
water
reality.
too. They're floating in water on the top.
That's
and-
crazy.
yeah, I know.
What the heck? I want to stand on one. I want to
really.
stand on it. Just want to stand on a rock out in the middle of nowhere that's floating in the water. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
they
there
float.
are places I've heard of recently that I never knew existed and would have loved to have seen, but they've closed down, of course. Like, have you guys ever heard of the Wizard of Oz theme park?
Nope. But I know it's closed down, but I saw it on a YouTube video, but that never existed where I come from. Never.
Nope, never existed for me either. I would have
No.
loved, and it's amazing. The fact that it closed down blows my mind. It's the detail is
Mind blowing, right?
yeah. Can you show that, Curious Sir? Can you look up the Wizard of Oz theme park?
All right.
Yeah. All you have to do is type in Wizard of Oz theme park, I think, and images pop up on Google or Yahoo.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that in a video a few months ago, and I was like, wait, that never existed. I've never heard of that before. That would have been something popular if it really existed.
Yeah, and it's something that we would have gone to visit. Like,
Yeah, I would have went there for sure. Yeah, it's crazy. It's got, if I remember right, it has a yellow brick road and like all kinds of
Yeah,
detail.
really.
And
That's crazy. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that would have been a must for some people.
But speaking of water and stuff, have you guys seen where the two rivers can connect now, and the water doesn't combine with each other? Water
Yes.
doesn't where it doesn't mix. It's what the
Yeah.
heck?
One's
That's
like green
impossible.
and the other one's like blue.
And they
or brown and blue.
Where's that?
They touch,
Brown
but
and
they
blue,
don't
yeah.
mix. Yeah,
That's
crazy.
weird.
Where's
That's bizarre.
Where's it at?
Oh yeah, this is the theme park right here. I see
Yeah,
that.
that's the theme park. They opened again for 1 day and then closed down again.
But it's amazing. They got the yellow brick road and everything. Yeah, I saw this on
Wow.
YouTube. This is cool.
Never saw this before.
But yeah, it never existed. And look at the Tin Man. His hat doesn't have the handle. It looks like the little handle that's now a Mandela effect on his little tin hat.
Wow.
And don't forget about the
Yeah.
socks now too. Being
Yeah,
blue.
So much. There's
Dorothy's
so much.
socks are like blue now. There's so many Mandela effects going at that movie. It's crazy.
And she's got these little bows.
There-
I don't remember any bows on her.
No,
face.
she never had
There
bows
is
or
one
anything
that-
either. Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Hey, guys, there's one that really upsets me that I want to bring it up, and Sandy knows which one it is. I'm going to ask Need Input a question, okay, guys? Let me
Yeah.
ask him. Ready? Need,
Go for
you've
it.
seen The Wizard of Oz how many times, right?
Wizard of Oz, I've seen I haven't seen it recently, but when I was growing up, I watched it numerous times. Yeah.
Okay. I want to see what people remember about the scene because this really drives me crazy. This is one that really gets on my nerves. When
I
Dorothy
can
runs
predict what you're
away,
gonna ask me.
huh?
I almost can predict what you're gonna ask me, but go
Are
ahead.
you serious? You really
Uh,
know what I'm going to ask you?
you're either gonna ask me about well, I could be wrong. You're either gonna ask me about the gun or what the witch
No,
says, like "Fly, my pretties, fly"
no,
or something.
none of
Nope.
those.
Okay, I'm
This is
wrong.
one that nope, it's none of those. It's one that a lot of people don't know about.
Okay.
This one really upsets me because I know exactly what it looked like. When Dorothy runs away with her dog,
Mm.
Professor Marvel has his trailer. Remember with his horse, and he's sitting outside by the fireplace. Remember he's cooking a little hot dog.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
runs away. Okay. When she walks up to him, of course, the dog eats the hot dog, and he says something to the dog. That's not the part that upsets me. When they go inside the trailer, remember when they sit down? They sit
I
down
I
inside
don't
the
remember off
trailer.
the top of my head. Seriously, I haven't
Okay,
seen that movie in so long.
this is what I want. I want her to bring up the picture when she sits down with Professor Marvel, whatever heck his name is. He proceeds to tell her her fortune. What he does is he tells her to close her eyes. She closes her
Mm.
eyes. He
Mm.
reaches into her basket. You know her basket?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Dorothy happens to have a picture of her Aunt Am in there. This is what changed for me, guys. This is huge. The picture is not the same picture no more in the basket. And I want to know if you can bring up the picture, Curious&Curiouser. The
The
picture
picture,
is not,
if I remember off the top of my head, the picture
you remember it.
has Dorothy, Auntie Am.
Oh, you remember both of them?
Uh, uh,
See, that's not what I'm remembering.
it was
I remember on
Dorothy. Auntie Am wasn't in there, was
Okay,
she?
so where was she was with who?
Ooh.
look for okay, Google this. Picture in basket of Aunt M,
It's too much. It won't.
Professor Marvel.
It's too much. It won't show up. You're not gonna find it that way. You're gonna have to Google Wizard of Oz photograph or something like
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
maybe it'll come up like that.
let me tell you what.
I googled Wizard of Oz, and then opens basket. Dorothy opens basket.
Hmm.
No.
Which is
Dorothy doesn't open the basket. Professor Marvel has the
okay.
picture. Okay. Well, here's
Wizard.
the thing. The picture that I remember is of Dorothy's on M standing out, in the farm, and there's a huge weather vane behind her, and I think the horse might be behind her. She's standing there with her old dress on, looks very
Hmm.
sullen and depressed. But now when you look at this new picture, it looks like a promotional picture, and they're both standing there dressed up
I'm
with
gonna
the
send the
script behind them.
I'm gonna send the
Huh.
picture to you, Curiouser.
You
I
send it,
have it.
All
yeah.
right.
Wait till you see it.
You
You
got
guys are
it?
gonna be. And the thing is, the description. I don't know if you were able to play a snippet of it. The
You
description
know
he
what? Now that
gives
you're
does not match the picture.
Did someone make a video about this? Because it's starting to sound a little familiar now.
Brian and I did it a long time ago, but here's the thing that drives me crazy. The description that he's looking at the picture is not matching.
Hmm. I think
That's the scene. I want to know if you can bring it up. Can you find it too? Need input? Are you allowed to bring it up?
I'm searching all over and I can't find the
It's
photo, but
Professor Marvel
yeah.
giving fortune to Dorothy.
Well,
Professor Marvel.
I sent the picture to Curiouser. She's
Wait
gonna
till you see
have it
it,
in a second.
guys.
Oh,
All right.
This one
okay,
drives
cool.
me nuts.
Yeah, because I
Okay,
can't
I'm
find the
coming.
picture at all.
Wait till you see it now.
But now that you're talking about it, it sounds so familiar for some reason.
Well, there's a
Yeah,
change I didn't
she
know
was
about. Mandela Reality says that the Scarecrow has a huge walking stick in the haunted forest now.
Oh,
I don't
really?
remember that. I don't
No,
remember
he
that
didn't
at
have a
all.
walking
You
stick
guys see
or
the
a gun.
picture? I want to
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
everybody if what they remember in the picture.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
That's
Yeah.
it. See it?
She's not wearing the original dress that she was wearing.
Exactly. This is the wrong picture.
Yeah.
And as Teresa pointed out, there's a script on top of the post behind Annie M.
Yes, it's a script. And if you look in the background, I don't know, she can't see it, but if you look to the right above her arm, it looks like two little people, like two little munchkins in the background.
Here, give me
I can
1
see
minute.
them.
I'm gonna try to zoom in and then send you a new picture. How about that? Give me one
looks-
I
second.
see a guy with a vest on, like a little man, little midget,
It
wearing
looks
a
more
vest.
like a. It
and
looks like a production photo, like a like
Mhm.
exactly.
the making
That's
of
not
the
the
Wizard of
photo that.
Oz.
Hmm.
All right,
Yes.
I'm sending you a new photo, Curious. So give me
Hmm.
1 second.
And
Interesting.
like I said, hey Blaze, exactly in my mind, I've seen this
There you
movie.
go.
I don't know how many times.
All right, wait.
Like I said,
Time out. Wasn't she standing in front of the farmhouse and
yes,
there was a windmill or
weather
something in the
vane.
background, a weather vane in the
Yes,
background or something, right? One of those.
yes.
Let me hold on now. Don't tell me, but there was like
No,
the tower with the little spinning thingy, right, in the background, if I remember right. That's not a weather vane. That's a kind of like a windmill thingy or something in the
Yes, a
background.
windmill.
Yeah, something like that in the background. It wasn't. That's not it. That's not the photo I remember for sure.
And I agree with Mandela Reality. Annie M had her apron on. There was an apron. She was wearing an apron.
That looks like a pre-production, like a when they were filming, they just decided, okay, everybody get together, let's take a snapshot.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
and she has the blue socks on. Just want to point that out.
No, that's not the photo I remember, but I haven't seen that movie in so long. But that's not something I remember. That's not it.
No, I don't remember that.
No,
Weird.
that's not right. No, but that movie's changed so many times. It's unreal. I mean,
I know.
before you know it, the road's not going to be yellow anymore. It's going to be orange or something.
Well, speaking of which, Teresa, you want to tell them about Dorothy's dress, the thing that you found that we haven't talked about yet?
Dorothy's dress change.
Teresa, you there?
Hold on. Is she
Teresa,
there?
come back from
Yeah,
our
she's
urban
there.
reality. Where are you?
Yeah, she's connected, but
Teresa.
She got beamed up to another place.
Ugh.
yeah, it says Tara. She had her apron on. I know. That's all I remember too.
Yeah, I remember she was standing in front of a farmhouse with like
Mm-hmm.
some
can
kind
you
of
hear
wind
me?
thing in the background. There you are. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I muted myself. Oops.
It's your own fault.
Teresa,
Hey
do you
guys,
want to tell them about Teresa? Do you want to tell them about the Dorothy dress change that you found that Fizzy actually remembers?
you mean that they were going to use it red?
Yeah.
Yes, I found a picture. I don't know if you can find it. It was like
I'm
of a
getting them for her.
postcard. The movie card. They call it the movie card, and they have it shown red, and it's also showing the gun as well.
That gun
It's
was
crazy.
never there. Even my family says Scarecrow never had a gun in that
Yeah.
movie. There's no way.
Now they're saying it was a squirt gun.
What the?
I think I'm going to squirt the witch with this and kill her with the water.
So does anybody remember Dorothy? Ever seen Dorothy with a red dress?
No.
Wait till you see it now, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting the images
They
now.
were gonna
Give me
do
1
that.
minute.
Okay.
Red dress.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you want to hear a little bit of information? You guys ready?
Yep.
How do you think they got the name Oz?
I
found
honestly
out.
don't know that one.
I know it. I found it out today.
Wow.
L. Frank Baum, which I remember Frank L. Baum, was looking at file cabinets, and he looked down at a file cabinet, and it said O to Z.
And that's how they came up with the name Oz?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the file cabinet. That's how we got Oz.
Interesting.
Yep, from a file cabinet. Yep.
But
Oh,
I've
here's
never
another
seen...
thing. Did you know the snow scene remember when they fall asleep in the snow?
Yeah.
It was asbestos.
What?
No, they fell
Yeah.
asleep in flowers.
No, the white stuff was not snow. It was asbestos. I
Oh,
looked that up today. Yep.
That's gonna make them itchy pretty bad.
oh well.
And it's
Okay.
really not
Yeah.
good for them to be laying in it.
Well,
Surprised.
look at this.
check?
And I got some information about the everybody thinks that somebody hung themselves. I want to read something to you guys, and let me go get it, okay? I know the
Okay.
truth about what really happened. Yeah, let me
What are
get
we?
that. Hold on.
What are we looking at here? There's a red dress that she put up on the screen. What's that, Crystal?
That
Sandy?
that is the Wizard of Oz red dress. There was a red dress, and I guess at the
What?
last minute they changed it to blue. And I've never heard of this, but Fizzy Pop does
Wow.
remember this. She said she had like her VHS version had a making of or
Yeah.
something like that. I
Huh.
had never heard of that in my entire life. I've never seen a
I've
red
never seen
version.
a red dress either. No.
And I have more images coming. I'm just trying to find them.
Now, I have to admit, The Wizard of Oz is not my favorite movie, and it's not something I've watched like 1,000 times in the past, but I
Yeah.
have seen it numerous times. But
Mhm.
I know she had white socks, red shoes, no bow. Scarecrow didn't have a gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know all that. The witch said, "Fly, my pretties, fly," if I remember
I
right.
agree.
I remember that, but other than that, I don't know too much about the movie. So
I agree on
Yeah.
all counts.
yeah. But I
I was
know
trying to.
tons of movies keep changing, so it doesn't surprise me in the least.
Yeah,
No.
me too. The Tin Man with this handle or
That thing coming out
yeah.
the oil siphon or whatever it's called. Yeah, that wasn't there. But you can find residue. Like we just saw residue in the images she
Yeah.
showed at the theme park. In Robot Chicken, I think it is, when they do their Wizard of Oz parodies, he doesn't have that handle, and Scarecrow never has a gun or anything like that.
Mhm.
So there's
Yeah, that's the handle.
that weird little handle thing that was never there
Mhm.
before. I know
Right.
that for sure. But look, if
Um,
you click that image right there, has got a heart residue that her
Oh,
heart was on the left side.
Right.
Yeah.
hey, I got something information that you guys might want to know about. You know how a lot of people think that somebody hung themselves? Remember that old
Who
urban legend? Well, guess
who
what?
in the movie?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
If you
the
look
one
in the
of the
movie,
yeah. One of
Uh,
the
no, I got the truth now. You want to hear it?
dwarfs.
yeah.
Okay, one of the most persistent urban legends about the film is that you can see a dead body of one of the Munchkins actors hanging from a tree in the scene where Dorothy, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man
Right.
dance down the
Wow.
road to Emerald City.
This
The
is new for
image is
me.
actually, listen to this, the image is actually that of a larger bird moving in the background of the set. Several birds
Uh-huh.
were on loan from the Los Angeles Zoo to give the fake forest a more realistic look. It was a
Wow.
bird.
Wow.
Yep.
I've I've never heard this
Yeah.
story at all, so wow.
Yeah.
I'm sending those images over to you now,
All
because
right.
they're pretty. There's also images of the Wicked Witch, not in green. Her face isn't green. It's like natural human color.
Oh wait,
So I'm sending
Sandy, I'm gonna
everything.
send you something.
Okay,
Wait.
I'm sending these over to her now, really quick.
Wait, no. Time
I'm
out.
gonna send something
The
to
witch was
you.
green.
But wait, I know. This is like this. Apparently, this was
Yeah.
what the original version before they decided to go with
Oh,
the
okay.
changes.
Okay.
That
Phew.
I've never see. I'm
Yeah.
noticing that there's an alternate version of almost everything now.
Here.
Yeah, just like the Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks when he says life is like a box of chocolates, and the behind the scenes he does say life is like a box of chocolates.
Right. Just
Yeah.
it's like there's an alternate version to everything, and that was very rare back in my day. Back in my
Yeah,
day,
true.
it was very rare. There you go. There she is. No green paint, looking more human
Wow.
than
Yeah,
witch
she
like.
doesn't look not too much witch like in that one. That's interesting.
No, and there's the whole cast with the red dress.
Wow.
Hey,
I'm on a delay, so I can't see what you're saying yet. I don't see it live. I'm seeing it with the rest of the chat.
Yeah, they're saying it wasn't a bird. You know, they could have just made that up about the bird.
Yeah, people in the
They
chat are
tried to
saying
hide
it
it.
wasn't a bird, that someone was hanging. That's crazy. I've never heard that story before, though.
I've
That's
seen
interesting.
it. I've seen it. It did look like a human hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
Teresa's
saying it was
sending-
the bird.
Yeah, but they got to say something, don't they?
Teresa,
That's true.
Teresa, we already showed that on the show. I already sent her that one.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
Did you get the other images I sent?
Let's see here.
Wow.
There should be multiple images that I just sent you. Like
Well, I've
4
got
or
something else to
5.
share with you if I can find it.
But the Forest of Knives, have you heard of that?
Mm-mm.
No, but
What?
curious, did you get the other
Hold
Wizard of
on.
Oz ones? Okay.
Oh, this is interesting. BF3 Ram in the chat says he remembers The Wizard of Oz being the first feature film in color. I remember that 100%, but I know it's not anymore, supposedly.
I agree. I remember that as
Yeah,
well.
that's a big change.
And here's another little factoid for you. Did you know that there were actually 9 or 10 versions of The Wizard of Oz before this one was made?
I didn't know that. No,
Thank you. That's what I was going to tell you guys. Yes.
no, I didn't know that. No,
Yeah, this was like the 9th or 10th incarnation of The Wizard of Oz, and I've never
There was a
heard of that before.
lot of deleted
no,
scenes.
I've never heard of that before.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, here's
Oh.
another weird one I didn't tell you guys.
There she is in the
When-
red dress.
You know how I,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
hey,
What?
with the rest of the cast,
keeps
with
the
their
picture.
weird extra stuff.
That's
The
just
mallet,
extra.
the net.
That's just extra, not in the movie, correct?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like they filmed the whole movie with her in a red dress and then changed their mind, and she still has white socks there.
What
Yep.
the heck? And her shoes are black. If it looks like.
Uh-huh.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's all
I
sorts
mean-
of promotional materials for it.
I mean, it's not unusual for them to change stuff, but
Yeah.
I've never seen that before, and that you'd think that would be popular, especially with re-releases of the movie. They'd add that to like the Blu-ray or something as extra stuff, and I've never seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, Fizzy says she's
Hmm.
seen that as an
On-
extra.
oh wow,
She has. I've never seen that.
I've
here's
never
another
seen that
interesting
either.
part. Look at the Scarecrow. He's blue. I remember blue. He's green now. Fizzy
Oh
noticed
yeah,
that,
he
I
is.
believe.
He is green now.
He's green now.
Yeah, he wears green clothes now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I kind of remember blue.
Do you remember the red dress,
Wow.
Mandy? Is that how you remember it? She had
I
a
don't
red.
remember the red dress at all.
No. Okay.
Never. Never.
Well, I remember the Scarecrow in blue though in the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Wow.
Mind blow.
And
What's
he's got
that?
weird. Oh, sorry. Go on. What?
What's the Tin Man have in his hand? Or is that the Cowardly Lion's got? Someone's got something in their
Cowardly Lion.
hand. He's got like a hammer, or what is
Oh
that?
yeah, the mallet is one of the newer things that he carries. Yes, that's the Tin Man.
What?
And the big net is what the Cowardly Lion now carries. For
Oh
some
my
reason.
God.
But no, that's not the original movie now, is it?
No, and I don't know who's holding the mallet because the Tin Man's also holding that giant wrench and the axe. So where's he
Yeah.
holding the mallet?
It's floating in time and space.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow. Oh, no, I've never seen stuff like that. That's interesting.
Okay, this is the Forest
Oh, yeah.
of Knives. Sorry, you guys
Oh yeah, I've
Didn't mean
seen
to
this
interrupt.
before. This is cool.
look at that.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
I saw photos of this a few months ago. This is amazing.
What the
Yeah,
heck
someone
is
did a
this?
video on it. I don't know who, but I have seen it in a video.
Now, Crystal, that's all like rocks sticking up, right?
Hold on.
That is awesome.
Oh yeah, that's rocks.
That is just amazing. I want to go
A
there so bad.
Rock forest.
Wow. See, like some of these places I am dying to go visit because they're just beautiful.
Yeah.
I need to take a
But-
vacation and go to these places. That's amazing. I want to see that. What country is that in?
Hold on one
Madagascar.
second. Yeah, Madagascar. Forest of
Wow.
Knives.
Wow.
And it's just amazing.
That is beautiful. I need to take a vacation.
I guess there's more places that have these too now. There's more
That
and
is
more of them.
crazy. Wow, look at that. That is cool. Oh wow, looks like a
What
castle.
that doesn't look real.
No, that looks like
Fun.
something Disney would make for a
Yeah.
prop.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do have
Yes.
to run to the ladies' room as well. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna mute it. You guys can
Go
go on. I'll be
for it.
right back.
All right, no problem.
That was cool. Yeah, I want to go. I want to take a trip to see that. That's awesome.
You like to travel?
I do, and ever since I've learned about the Mandela effect and see all these new places
Right.
popping up, I think it would just be interesting to travel to see a
Yeah.
place that never existed before. I wonder.
Hmm.
Oh, that's. I got a question for you. Do you ever get sick? Do you ever get headaches when you enter? For instance, you enter a place where the logo has changed or the name of the place has changed. When you walk into places that are Mandela affected, do you feel different at all?
Hmm. That's a good question. I don't know. I was telling, I think, Theresa yesterday that I feel like this place, the whole place that we are, feels a little colder to me. I don't know what that means. I don't. Maybe it's just me, you know.
Yeah, but
I,
do you get like a sick feeling? For instance, what's a good place? You're in the USA. Walmart. Walmart changed. The logo of Walmart
why
changed,
anybody
right?
could get sick and
Well,
it's,
yeah.
I
Anybody
don't
can
know.
get
It's
sick in
okay.
Walmart. But the
Yeah.
Walmart logo changed. Probably, I'm sure that's a Mandela effect for you. And when you walk in there, do you have this strange sick feeling you get when you enter there because you know deep down it's changed and it's not the way it used to be?
Yeah, something real deep inside. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
because I've noticed that
Hmm.
when I enter places that have been Mandela affected, I get headaches, I get sick,
Hmm.
nausea really bad. Especially when I flew on the airplane to see my father in Okinawa after the plane changes, I got
Hmm.
really sick being on that plane. I felt very uncomfortable, like I don't belong there, and I get that a lot when I enter places or things that have changed a lot. I get that all the time when I
Lightheaded.
Wow.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Disconnected. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like I don't belong there. Like my wife got mad at me. We went to a shopping mall, and there's this store here in Japan called Ride On, and the logo changed. It's got the T with the tail and the left side cut off. And for the longest time, when I walked into that store, I get sick, and I have to walk out, and I feel better, and I walk in again, and I get sick. My wife's like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I really don't know, but
Yeah.
I cannot go into that store without getting sick."
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
It made me
I'll
it made me
definitely
conscious.
watch for that for sure. Yeah. I think there have been times.
Yeah, it happens to me a
My own
lot.
times. Yeah. Something. And a data junkie. Okay. Geology is different now. Interesting. I just wanted to share this. This. Oh, hold on. I'm getting that. Have you heard of the wedding rock?
No, no wedding rock, no.
Okay, I'll show
What?
you.
Wedding Rock. Nope.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Wedding
Okay.
rock, yeah.
This is a trip. Okay, I guess this was real big back in the day, and they had to close it down because they were people. Can you see?
Oh
People
wow.
were actually making it fall apart, but it's a real rock.
Oh my goodness.
They have it closed off to the public or something now. It
Wow.
it was. It's just a weird rock. I mean, look at
Oh,
that.
get married up there and have wow, look at
Can
that.
you believe that?
That'd be kind of cool though, but
Yeah,
oh no.
they are neat, fascinating, but they just don't. I mean, how does that happen naturally?
Oh
Uh,
wow.
it's
It's
like
just cut
something
It's
off.
so
not connected.
strange.
Oh, it's not connected. It's just standing. It's not connected to the other rocks around it, is it?
Whoa.
And the
Is it?
stone, the
How'd you
composition of
find
it.
that, Crystal?
How'd I find this? I think I saw it on a video of no, I saw it on the article of places that you used to be able to visit. Now you can't because they closed it off. People were messing with it too much. They started to fall apart a little bit. So they closed it off. But I just so that which means it's been around for a while.
It looks like it was made.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's natural. It looks like it was cut. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's
That is
crazy.
cool looking though.
Curious.
Yeah.
Esther Anders sent me an image of a rainbow from one of the sets from A Wizard of Oz, and I don't know if it's exactly what you remember, but it's more like you remember. It's in your messages.
Okay.
It'd be like two of your rainbows stuck together.
Oh,
Wow. Have you heard of the white? Oh no, what are this called?
white rainbows.
The white ones that happen in the Arctic. They're just
Yeah.
white rainbows.
I made a video about it, I think. Yeah.
I did too. Oh,
Yeah.
that's probably where I got it from the first place.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I gave credit to you in a video of mine that I couldn't believe that when I saw that.
Yeah, white rainbows. When I lived in Alaska for 10 years, never saw any white rainbows, never. But now they
Mhm.
exist.
And that's
Mhm.
crazy that you lived in Alaska and never saw one.
Yes.
Never, ever.
What?
Hey, there's your rainbow.
There we
Wow.
go. Yeah.
Check that out. It's got purple at the top and purple at the bottom.
Yeah. So it's like,
What?
yeah.
It's a
It's like
double,
double
rainbow.
Oh wow. Amazing.
But real rainbows are like that now. Not exactly like that. I'm saying like if you were to switch them around and put the red on the top and then the purple on the top on the bottom one, they mirror each
Okay.
other now.
I gotta tell you this though. You know, I was with a friend and we're walking around or something and we were in the rain. And or no, we're actually driving. I was looking down at the puddles in the rain. And you know how if you really look at puddles after it rains, you can see miniature little rainbows if the light's hitting
Yes.
it just right.
Yeah.
Well, I saw my
I've seen them.
rainbow. I saw my rainbow in the. I said, okay, this one's not upside down. It's showing the purple on top.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see both of them. Okay, does that make sense? You can see
Yep.
both of them. You can find the other one somehow.
You see, the Mandela effect plays with you. It likes to show you that
Mhm.
stuff the way it used to be. Then it changes back really fast all the time on you.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
so.
Oh, yeah.
I swear, my wife and I were driving to the city about a week ago, and right next to the city. If you've seen some of my videos, I live right next to an airport, not too far. We have to drive by there all the time, and I see the planes flying over all the time. I swear, I looked up out the car window at a plane flying over, and it had the engines directly underneath the wings, the way I remember it. I took a second glance, and it was back to the way it is now. Kid you not? It
Wow.
happens to me all the time.
Oh,
All
I've
the time when I
changed.
go out places. But
See
yeah.
that's messing with you. That's really
That is.
messing with you.
It messes with me all the time. I always feel every day that the Mandela effect messes with me. That's why every time I go out, I see stuff all the time changing in front of me, or I find residue. It's crazy. It really makes you think you're losing your mind at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get used to it though. After actually, August 22nd is going to be my anniversary. 2 years Mandela affected now.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
I guess yeah, same here. I guess you just got to think there must be some logical explanation behind it, somewhere. But
I can't think of a logical explanation, but
it's
I'm just used
actually
to it.
not having to do with logic, which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Logic is
it's
out the
hard to
window.
find.
Yeah.
But
When did you get Mandela effect? What
theories,
year
maybe
was it?
the theory. I started. Let's see. Even before I know it was before, just like maybe weeks or a month before March 16th when I started. Let me think. March 16th, I started my first video that I made. So it had to be weeks before then, maybe even a whole month.
In 2016, though.
Yeah,
2016.
16.
Yeah, because you were
Probably
around when I
February.
started. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yes, and that's when you started, and I think I first started talking to Scarab Performance about it, He started in April, his videos.
Yep.
And yes, it was like amazing to me because I noticed that first thing I noticed was the traffic lights turned upside down.
The one that doesn't
Wow.
bother me.
Oh God, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. But you
And
know, I have in
mhm,
the deep back in my mind,
mhm,
sometimes I think that that one kind of bothers me, but I really don't remember, so I can't say for sure. But as far as I know, that it's always been red on the top for me, but I could be
mm.
wrong because I really didn't pay much attention when I lived in the USA. So,
Yes,
Are
Sandy,
the lights
exactly.
oh, there's the
just like
rainbow.
That's
that?
exactly what I
And
meant by with in a little pool of water or something, just a really tiny little rainbow with the purple on top. Oh my God.
yeah, that was the first image I saw
Wow.
when I googled. I
Wow.
put rainbow in puddles, and that's what came up. Besides oil slicks, but regular rainbow in puddle. That's what came up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But oh, I was gonna say something, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, I'll come back to it.
All right. And so yeah, and then you had a video on that, and that was really, really good video, the traffic lights. You seems like they were changing all around in Japan.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Are they different in
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Japan?
Yeah, they are. The traffic lights here, they flipped. It's reversed now. It's not the way it used to be. I was driving one day and I'm like, hey, that's not right. And I thought they put up some new traffic lights, just put them upside down or something, but it's everywhere. They changed. It wasn't
Blaze.
like that before.
I was gonna ask you: are Japanese traffic lights different from America?
Yes, they are. I've
They
noticed
are.
that.
Yeah, they are. They are. They're sideways. They're not
Pictures.
Oh,
long ways. They're sideways.
Google the
what?
Oh,
Japanese lights.
we have sideways ones here too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you in America they have sideways ones too, but in Japan they're all sideways. Um, they got a lot of new traffic lights. I've noticed like new traffic lights just popping up randomly every day, like LED ones. They're very thin now. They're not thick ones. They're very thin, kind of grayish silver traffic lights. Just all of a sudden started popping up everywhere over the past few months. I haven't seen anybody installing them. I thought that people were driving out installing new traffic lights, but they're just popping up everywhere, like these new traffic lights just appearing all over the place for some reason. So I
Oh
don't know what's
wow.
Mm-hmm.
going on. I don't know what's going on with that. I thought it was a Mandela effect, but my wife's like, "Oh, they're just updating to new LED traffic lights." But it started off in my neighborhood, then they moved all over to the city, and now they're everywhere. So I don't know.
There's been a recent change here, and I don't know what it means. Like what these signs are, and I don't know if they're everywhere. Like if they're in other cities as well. I'm trying to get an image of these signs. Um, and if I can get one from Google Maps, I'll put it. I'll send it to Curious, or she can show it to you. There's these new signs that just literally popped up overnight for me on this one road, and I've seen them on other roads, but it's mainly on this one road. And maybe it's just a Philadelphia thing. I don't know, but I've never seen these signs before. They have these weird markings. That's what I'm
All
trying
right,
to say.
real fast.
Weird markings on them, huh?
Look at this mountain.
Wow, 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 wow! What's that?
Whoa,
That
it's
looks
above the
crazy, huh?
clouds.
Yeah,
No,
it's the tallest.
I've seen
Mhm.
stuff like that, like above the clouds, but
But look at how
wow.
it's shaped.
Whoa, it's like
It's
a
like a
square
yeah.
rectangle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It looks like
exactly.
it looks like a big slab of lasagna.
My God, you're hungry.
I am. It's lunchtime, but wow, that is cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is like the tallest, just way
Oh,
tall.
cinnamon.
I
But
can't Mount Roraima it says or something.
yeah, yeah. Right.
What
But look
country
at
is that?
that. Hold on one sec here.
That is cool.
Just some steep cliffs there, boy.
Wow.
Okay, this is
Genya. It says something like Genya.
mm, hold on, I'm trying to figure it out.
Huh. That is cool looking though.
Yeah.
Somebody in the Esther says it looks like steak. Yeah, it does look like a steak. That looks kind of good. Yeah.
People are hungry.
Yeah, everybody's talking about food.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Ah, I
Have
found
you
one
been
of
there?
those signs.
Wow,
Have you
that's
ever
neat.
been there?
I have not been there. That looks cool though.
Yeah. We got all kinds of stuff. Have you heard of the ongoing storm in Venezuela? The storm that
Oh,
never ends.
no, I
No, there's
haven't.
a storm that never
It
ends in
never ends.
Venezuela.
Yes, I'll show it to you. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Constant lightning and everything. Okay. I
Wow.
know.
Oh,
I just learned about this
I would
too.
hate to be there.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
All right, I'm putting this sign in your messages.
Okay.
Curious. That
That's
I've
cool.
never, I don't know what they're for. I've never seen them, but like I just started noticing them a couple months ago, and I don't know what
Hey,
they stand for.
need,
Yeah,
Blaze,
yeah, I'm
Blaze.
here.
Has
Yeah,
it
I'm here.
all these earthquakes they keep saying hitting Japan? Have you felt any of them at all? Because every time I turn around, there's like, oh, another earthquake in Japan. Did you
Every
feel
now and
any
then.
of them?
Every now and then, small, a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Every now and then.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
I tried
yeah.
because you
explaining to
guys been getting a lot of
Teresa.
big ones.
Typhoons and earthquakes almost weekly now. It's getting to the point where
Jesus.
it's like it's crazy. Yeah, we just had a typhoon yesterday. Again,
What?
yesterday again. You can check the news. We had a typhoon, a big one yesterday. It wasn't so bad in my city this time, luckily, but more north in Hiroshima and other areas, it got pretty bad.
Oh my God.
Almost weekly,
Are ty-
all the time.
are typhoons are typhoons like hurricanes?
Yeah.
They are, but they spin opposite direction.
What?
Yeah, typhoons spin the opposite direction than hurricanes. Yeah, and
Interesting.
it doesn't last too long. It lasts like a few
Mhm.
hours, but when they hit, boy, it's bad. So
Mhm.
yeah, they're
So,
pretty bad.
on the screen, she's showing the weird signs that are popping up. Has in the chat or on the panel, has anyone ever seen signs like this? And what it reads is 2001S03. I don't know what
No.
that stands for. It's got a digital display that I've never seen turned on. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if it's for like an emergency route. I don't know. I've never seen these before. They're
Oh,
popping up throughout the city.
Wow. I've never
What
seen
is
one of
it?
those.
some kind of latitude or longitude marker.
I want to.
Maybe I could check the latitude, longitude of the location.
That's
Hey,
weird. It's gotta
I
do.
do want to
Gotta
ask
do something with
Blaze
the
a
area.
question
Yeah,
when
go
you
for
guys
it.
are done.
I,
I
I
want to
did.
know what your.
Oh, go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Teresa.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. You ask. It's all
I
right.
wanted to know Blaze's views on. Sandy and I kind of had a little argument over this, but
Hmm.
I believe it's dangerous. What are
Hmm.
your no? What is your views on 5G as far as it being dangerous? Because I've been
It,
reading a lot of things on it.
it's
What
dangerous.
do you
Yeah,
believe?
I don't want 5G around my area. It's dangerous.
There
I
you
don't want that
go.
stuff. I
Explain to
don't want
Sandy
5G.
why.
Well, Teresa, that's not. It's
5G is using military technology, military wavelength signals that are used for
Thank you.
crowd control. It's just increased a little bit more, and 5G radiation and the stuff they're using in
Thank you.
5G is able to actually cause your body harm and
Right.
actually manipulate your DNA. It burns you from the inside out. Just imagine sticking your body in a microwave. It's pretty much like that on a higher level, though.
Thank you.
It really is.
Exactly. And that's why I
5G
was
is
trying to
very
explain to
dangerous.
people that I don't want 5G.
And I have a feeling that 5G is also tied in a little bit with the Mandela effect to make people forget even more.
Yes.
I really
Yes.
think that I've always thought that cell phone technology, the 4G, was part of the Mandela effect of how they manipulate people, and it's not working
Yeah.
properly because there's people like us who seem to remember everything, and that's not what they want. So they
Oh.
need to increase it to 5G to make us forget.
Just
That's
like them.
that's why I think 5G being recently released in a lot of places is causing us to have conflicts with each other. And some people remember certain stuff one way, certain people remember stuff the other way, is because the 5G is interfering now. I think that kind of ties in with the Mandela effect a little bit. That's just my theory now. I'm not sure, but
No, I agree with you.
I just had that
I
feeling
think
that
that's also tying into the dual memories.
Yeah, they're updating to make us forget. So, and I've noticed that a lot of
Yes.
people that are Mandela affected living in 5G areas are now remembering stuff the new way, not the way that we're supposed to remember.
Yes.
So I've
Thank
noticed
you.
that.
You
I've
said what
noticed
I
that a
wanted
lot.
to say.
I've
I'm
noticed that
not
a
though.
lot.
I'm not remembering things the new way, and
Yeah, but
my phone's on 5G right now, so
are you using a new 5G phone?
Let us soak in, Sandy.
I have an iPhone 8, and it says 5GE at the top of my thing.
Yep,
Give
you're
it time.
connected to a 5G network. You need to get a what is it called? An EMF reader to scan and see how much EMFs are coming out of your phone so you don't affect your health, because that's very dangerous for your health to have your phone with the 5G next to you or around you. It's not good for your
Thank
health at all.
you. Yeah, I thought I
I,
was losing my mind about this, and I wanted to
no,
find.
no.
What do the
If
people in the chat think about this 5G? I'm curious.
Well, I
yeah,
think it's bad to be near towers. I don't know about being near your phone.
but they're not using towers so much. 5G is the signal's so weak that they have to put the meters closer together, so it's every few feet away from each other. So you got one on a tree about 10 feet away, there's another on the tree, 10 feet away there's another on the tree. They have to be close because the signal's so weak.
No, but see,
So
that's the thing. They haven't installed any towers in my area, and I've never seen them install towers in my area.
Not
they're
yet.
around, they're
Like
around.
oh, I know.
I
What
heard
I'm
they're
saying is,
camouflaging them. They're
no, I mean, like,
camouflaging.
no, I've
They
seen.
are.
What I'm saying is, I've seen
Mhm.
towers, but I live around high rises. They're all like on top of high rises. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Lynn,
people actually are paid to allow them to put them on their roofs and things like that.
Yeah,
well, Linda,
they're paid for
Never.
a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In
Well,
Japan, they're starting to put 5G everywhere in the bigger cities, and by 2020, when they had the Tokyo Olympics, they're claiming that 5G is going to be all over Tokyo, and I'm just like, no, I don't
no.
5G around. Once they put it up in my
How do
neighborhood,
we
I'm going up there with a baseball bat and knocking them all down.
how do we
Yeah.
protect ourselves? I mean, against this.
There's no, unfortunately, they've made it to the point where you cannot protect yourself anymore, no matter what you do. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you can go to certain
We're
websites and buy.
screwed.
We're really screwed. You can go to websites and buy the blankets for your bed or the curtains for your house and the paint for your house that blocks the signals. But the 5G wave signal can go right through that now. I mean, it's just too powerful. So
Hey, don't forget the silver hat, the silver tinfoil hat.
your tinfoil hat. Yeah,
Tinfoil
nothing's gonna
hat. We
work.
gotta get one now.
Yeah, nothing can protect you now. They pretty much screwed us over. So
I want to go back.
Maybe we
to,
are being tested.
yeah,
I want to go back to that storm. The only
Okay.
storm I've ever heard of that never ends was the Great Red Spot on Jupiter. That was the
Mhm.
only storm I ever heard of that never ends. What
All
about you
right.
guys?
Well, get a load of this then. This is
Yeah.
going to be a lightning storm that lasts 160 days of the year.
what?
Yep.
What?
That's
Where's this?
cool.
Yeah. This is in Venezuela. Looks like it's right by a city too.
How long?
Wow.
Right. It's off the
160
water. It looks
days.
160 days a year, 10 hours a day.
Wow.
Never heard of that.
I would have to plan my whole life around when it starts and when it ends.
Now, how does that work? Because the weather's changing all the time. The winds are blowing the clouds. Do it move? That's impossible.
Just look it up. I didn't know. It's. I just
Wow.
learned
Well,
about this too.
I'm definitely not saying you're
Crazy.
wrong, but man, the laws of physics in this world
I
just
know
don't
it.
work
They
anymore.
don't know either. They don't know. They don't
What
know
the
either.
heck? Oh my
Is it
gosh.
just lightning
Why?
or is it rain too?
It's got to be
Yeah,
rain too.
it's gotta be rain and thunder,
There's
I
Well,
guess.
got to be
because
rain.
they're calling it a lightning storm. That's why I'm asking.
I
Because I
know
know there's heat lightning, which doesn't produce rain.
there's a lot of mist and fog around, so I would assume. Yeah, I know there would be a lot of flooding, and maybe it doesn't rain that as much as you'd think. Not,
Wow.
That's
it's right over
crazy.
water.
Troy Austin in the chat asked about glaciers in the Middle East. Have any of you guys heard of that before?
Glaciers in the Middle East?
What? Like, Troy, what's that about, buddy? You gotta look
Right.
that one up. What? Glaciers in the
Glaciers
Middle
in the
East?
Middle East. What?
Wow, that can't be real.
Hold on,
But
I'm
wait,
going.
then again, it could be real.
All right. Here I'm coming.
Glaciers in the Middle East, huh?
And there's also I guess there's an increase in forest fires in the Arctic.
That one I've heard of. I've heard of that before.
They're calling it global warming, but I've never heard it.
Yeah,
It's strange. That's all. To
and
me.
the new fire tornadoes they got that they spin
Mhm.
around.
Oh,
That is crazy. Glaciers
I'm
in the
trying to
Middle
look
East.
up these glaciers in the Middle East.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta see that. I want to see that. That is crazy. Glaciers in the. How's that even possible?
It says glaciers of the Middle East and Africa.
Huh?
What?
All right, glaciers in the Middle East. There we go.
What?
Yep.
What?
And there's just ice and snow everywhere.
Are they on mountains? They have to be on mountains,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it here Middle East and glaciers are here. They are Middle Eastern terrorism. Glaciers are outliving them.
And this
What?
says
It says.
Middle East Water Park uses global warming as a gimmick.
Outlive
And they
the
use the
environment
glaciers.
predicted
It's
their
called the
doom.
Iceland Water Park.
And they're predicting their doom, but nobody ever heard of them in the first place.
What? The Middle East is too hot to have glaciers.
Yeah.
What? That looks like Alaska. Well, that one says the Arctic. That looks
Okay.
like Alaska.
Here's a
photos.
drag an iceberg to the Middle East. Okay, no, that's something else. Let's
No.
see here.
No,
Melting
if there's
glaciers.
glaciers in the Middle East, I'm gonna freak out.
Iran's melting glaciers. Look at
What?
project pressure captures Iran's melting glaciers.
Oh, weird.
Wow.
Interesting. Wow.
Let's see. Look at that's all filled with
Oh,
snow now.
there's another Mandela effect for you guys. Saudi Arabia. I remember Saudia Arabia. It had an A at the end of Saudi.
Is there anything you want to screen share? Are you able to do that at all?
I can't right now, not on my
Oh,
PC
okay.
or my iPad,
That's
but
all right.
yeah.
Now, what is it called again?
I remember Saudi Arabia, not Saudi Arabia. Like it's like that map down there you're showing. It says Saudi Arabia, but I remember Saudia Arabia with an A at the end of it.
Spell it how you remember it. What?
I agree.
Saudia. Saudi Arabia
I
is how it
agree with
used to
you.
be.
Okay.
Yeah, because they got
Saudia
Saudia Airlines. Yeah, I've seen that.
Airlines. Okay.
So why is it called Saudia Airlines if it's not
And this
Saudi
is how
Arabia?
it is now. It's Saudi
You
Arabian.
can see, it said Saudia or
Yeah.
Airlines, but it's changed now. It's Saudi Arabian.
Wow.
But I
Well-
remember Saudi Arabia. Saudia used to have an A at the end of it, but now it's just an I.
Mhm.
I'm getting you some residue.
Yeah, Antonio in the chat remembers it the way I do too.
I do as well, actually. Now that you
Yeah.
mentioned it.
Yeah, that changed. It changed about 5 or 6 months ago.
Oh, it
Yeah.
changed for me a long time ago.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, that's what another weird thing about the Mandela effect is. Something changed for someone a long time ago, and then it just recently changed for us. Weird.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
No,
I know it's
true.
been called
different
Saudi
time.
Arabia a
Yeah.
long time now, but now that you've mentioned it, it's
Yeah.
not like I noticed the change. I didn't notice the change till you pointed it out.
Oh wow. Yeah. Weird. Uh-oh. Theresa got kicked out. It says.
Yeah, she gets kicked out a lot. I really think it's the phone she has with
5G.
All right, no, she's on 4.
Yeah.
Curiouser, you there?
Uh-huh.
I'm sending you some residue images of Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And Curiouser, I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Your YouTube name used to be what it is now, but it changed before. Did you notice
I
that?
hear that a lot. It didn't change for me at all.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to say about that. I've heard that a lot,
Mhm.
and so I kept hearing about that. I did a video on it, and then when I was looking for a name for my new channel, so a commenter just suggested I use the name that people thought it was,
Yeah,
Curious and
I w-
Curiouser.
I
So I thought,
100%
well,
remember your
why
name as
not?
this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. And
and
money bags too.
yeah, his has changed for me. It
Yep.
changed. It did a flip flop. It was Moneybag 73, changed to Moneybag 76, and then changed back to Net Moneybag 73.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
for
It's
me.
always 76 for me, but now it's
Wow.
73.
You know,
Weird.
Hmm. Okay.
you know, I'm not bringing
Oh,
it up. Let's go. Did
there
you
you
get the
go.
images?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I remember. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Saudi Arabia. I remember that 100%. That's how it used to be. Yep.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of residue of this.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I found some
But
too. Yeah.
there should be 4. I think I sent 4 of them.
Okay.
Hey,
They sh-
what the heck's up with Traveler? It has 2 L's. No way.
Oh my.
No. No.
Yeah, that looks wrong. But I think that's the name of the magazine, not the
Oh, okay.
actual
Okay.
word.
Oh,
Well,
thank
wait, let me
goodness.
check and see if it's the actual word. But I know it's the magazine, but let me check the word.
Traveler has 1 L.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
still 1L. It's
oh,
yes, yes.
thank goodness.
Yes. That's just the name of the magazine.
Oh, good. But yeah, that's how I remember Saudi Arabia. That's how it used to
Hmm.
be. I know that one for sure because my dad went there for the war.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
Where?
that changed.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
I have to I can't see StreamYard anymore. I just have a white page and it okay, we're just going to leave it like that cuz otherwise I think it's going to kick me out.
You both are having so much connection problems, aren't you?
It's SteamYard. It's not for me. It's SteamYard. It's not a connection issue.
Yeah.
There's still some bugs with this. I can't believe Google went and did this to everybody and just closed down Hangouts, which works so well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hangouts doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah.
That's why we're using this. It doesn't
What?
Oh,
exist
Yeah.
anymore.
oh,
It
I didn't know that.
exists. You can still have private calls with people and chats, but you can't
Yeah.
go live.
Yeah.
Sucks. Oh well.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
And
It's
that's why
Google. So.
we have white circles instead of avatars because this is a new app and
Yeah.
they're still developing it. It's a beta.
I'll have to get used to using this one then later.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
Let's see.
Does anyone remember Area 51 being in Roswell, New Mexico? Troy Austin.
Mm-mm.
yes.
Yeah, I do. I definitely remember that.
1,000,000,000%.
Mm.
Hearing it was in Nevada screwed me up.
Yeah, it changed places.
Ah, that one's tough for me. I have dual memory now. Huh.
I remember I used to study up on all that. I like the paranormal stuff, and yeah.
Yeah. UFO stuff,
Wait a
right?
Some
minute.
people remember it was Area 54.
That one I never heard of.
Yeah, it was always 51 for me, but I
It's
know it
Yeah.
very
was
vague
54
because I
for
can't
you.
remember that one, but yeah.
But what I do want to say is there was a TV show called Roswell. Did you ever watch it?
I watch that
Mhm.
sometimes, yeah.
Really?
Did they ever reference Area 51 during the show?
I don't remember.
But you're shaking your head yes.
Was I? Was I?
Yeah.
I'm looking over at my iPad, reading the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
No,
okay.
I remember the show. I remember the show, but I don't know if they ever referenced that in the show or not. I didn't watch it that much. I couldn't get into it because it's kind of a teeny drama. I couldn't really get into that too much, but I saw every now and then. But I'm trying to think. Where do I remember area? It was always Nevada, if I remember right. Right?
Well, Mandela Reality is saying Roswell is where the UFO crashed. They
Yeah,
took
I
it to
remember
Area
that.
51.
They
They
took it to
took
Area
it to Area
51.
51 in Nevada. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
that's what I remember.
That could be it. That could be it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, not that I'm disinterested in UFOs. It's I'm not big into the UFOs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't.
Yeah, I used to be really big into them, and I always remember Area 51, Nevada. Roswell was New Mexico, where the crash happened. I remember that.
I do remember the crash happening in Roswell, New Mexico. Maybe that's why
Yeah,
I'm associating that with Area 51.
yeah,
All
interesting.
right.
I guess we permanently lost Theresa.
She's gone. Another reality.
So here's the issue I'm having, tech wise. Teresa muted. Is that Teresa moving or is that someone else? I don't
It's
know.
not me.
Yeah. But because I have an iPhone 8, it doesn't have a headphone jack. I have to use the charging port to use headphones, and that's going to change. I'm getting AirPods for my birthday. So,
Yay.
yeah. So it's only this is the last time that I'm going to have to deal with this, but my battery is quickly dying. I'm down to 25%. So what's going to
Uh-oh.
happen is I'm going to try, when this dies, I'm going to try switching to my iPad, but there's probably going to be an echo. And if it is, I'm going to bow out from the stream at that point because I don't want to ruin the stream for you guys with an echo. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Well,
saying?
we're almost up to 3 hours. Holy cow.
yeah,
Yeah.
we might have to go ahead and
Close out soon. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have to end this now
All right. Well, then, really
soon.
quick, if you want to ask the
Real
chat, if they,
fast.
oh,
Okay.
oh no,
They're the morning glory clouds. I just wanted
Ooh.
to take a look at these crazy things.
Oh, wow.
yeah, I've seen these before. It may have even been on your channel, but I've seen these before. I've never seen them in real
Yeah,
life, though. Never.
they're
Yeah,
still
I've seen
fairly
photos,
recent.
but wow. Whoa, look how low that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing clouds are lower now. Much
Uh
Yeah,
lower.
huh.
I've
A lot
noticed
of
that too in
people
my
are.
city. Yeah, they're really low, especially when it's getting ready to rain. They're so down low to the ground, it's unreal. But look at that. That is crazy.
Yeah.
The one between the trees, it's just terrifying.
Yeah.
That's terrifying to me. The clouds are so low. I don't know
Yeah.
why it
That's
is.
Yeah, that's weird.
bizarre,
Oh, that is cool though.
and we're just
Wow.
not used to that. I mean,
And look, they're perfect. They're almost like perfect cylinder shape.
yeah, I know.
You would think that would be like from the airplanes, like
Weird.
the contrails and the chemtrails, but it's too thick. Oh wow, that is cool. I want
All
to see
right.
one.
Yeah, well,
And
usually you don't just see one. It looks like you see like multiples all at once. Like usually they're
Wow,
lined up, which
that
is
is
crazy.
crazy.
all right.
I
Interesting.
I
I was
just
gonna.
want to also inform everyone about the Reality Residue Hunter on Facebook, and it was a big group over there. If you want to join?
Oh yeah.
We're
I don't know if you got the I had all the information. I had everybody's links and everything. I sent it to you. I don't know if you can add it to the description afterwards.
okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah.
Okay, because I did send it to you. It has Need Inputs channel. It has Reality Residue Hunter, the link. It has my Twitter. It has most of the things we talked about today. Not the actual topics, just that we were talking about Mandela effects, interviewing Blaze, and that way, I don't know, it'll just be easier for people. But I wanted to ask the chat if they had any questions for Need Input before we end the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, ask away.
I wanted to do this on Brian's channel, ask if they had any questions for you, but we didn't have time. There's too much. He was trying to get off. So, does anybody have any questions before we go?
Yeah, ask me anything, you guys.
I mean, Curious is going to be doing this more often. So,
Yeah, I hope to keep going with this.
Yeah, this was pretty fun today.
yeah.
I've got tons of Mandela effects. I've got a whole list of stuff. I always,
Yeah, I get so many I write down. I can't even make enough
yeah,
videos about
me
it. I just
too.
don't find the time. Do you feel like you have moved 1,000 miles north, Blaze? Japan? Yeah, definitely we've moved because traveling to countries nearby takes a lot less time than it used to, especially going to South Korea. When my wife and I went to South Korea, I mentioned that in one of my videos before. South Korea, it took about 4 hours to get there. Now it only takes 2 by the exact same boat going at about the exact same speed. So
That's
yeah,
interesting. That's
yeah,
interesting because
definitely.
I'm in Philadelphia. It used to take 4 hours to get to New York City. Now it only takes 2.
Yep, everything is more compact and closer together. So yeah, definitely. And speaking of which, my wife and I have always wanted to visit Australia, but we just don't have enough money. It's going to be expensive to fly there together in our because her job and my job, our vacations are different time schedules. We can't get together and be able to go there. But when we researched it a few years ago, Australia was about a 12-hour flight away. Now it's only about 8. So Australia's got
Wow.
because Australians push more north. So
Wow, that's a
Amazing.
big difference.
everything's more compact now. It seems everything's getting pushed together. So yeah.
Wow.
Ghosty333 wants to know, were your cars okay after the flooding?
My wife's car is fine. My car, I'm still having issues with my car. My car's air conditioner is going on and off, even though they've been working on it numerous times. My air conditioner in my car keeps acting up, and the engine keeps revving when I stop at the stop signs or the red lights. The engine keeps revving. So my car has some flood damage where the water washed up into the engine. So I
Actually, the
need to get it
revving
worked
thing,
on. Yeah.
try disconnecting your cruise control.
No cruise control in my sports car.
All right,
So
then never mind. Sorry.
yeah, not that.
I
Yeah,
tried.
that's one of the first things I would have done. It's not cruise control or anything. No, it's due from all the water washing up on the front end of my car when we had to evacuate, and it got flooded out numerous times. So
Oh, it's
yeah.
horrible.
All right. Are
Um,
you coming back? You're gonna have to come back on. Okay.
yeah, that's what Esther wants to know if you're going
Yeah.
to come back on the show again,
All right.
please.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't know if you heard us. Esther saying, "Will you come back on this show again?"
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure. Why
great.
not? Anytime, any place, anytime you
All
want me on here,
right.
I'll be happy to do it. Yeah.
Have you seen any more frozen people or people acting weird near those affected stores that make you sick? Data Jackie.
Oh, have I seen any frozen people? Oh, like shopping malls, he was asking. No, I haven't seen any frozen people besides that one time at the school I talked about, which just creeped me out and still gives me nightmares to this day. That's not something normal that happens in reality, but apparently it
Wow.
can. But no,
Yeah.
I have not seen any more frozen people. Just a bunch of people with no common sense anymore. That's about it. Yeah.
And it looks like the last question I see is, do you think Japan 311 could be the cause of the sudden west jump of Japan, and also a collateral damage from some of the first ME beams through CERN?
Wow. Yeah. In the name of Jesus said that, didn't he? Yeah,
Yeah,
that is possible. I mean, I really don't know, but it could be possible. CERN could even be causing some of these catastrophes that happen in different countries. So, I honestly think all that stuff can be connected. CERN, HARP, chemtrails. I think it's all connected to do a bunch of stuff to us. So, I really don't know, but it's very possible.
yeah,
Yeah. Good question. A big one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
amazing the
that's a lot.
questions you get in these.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you, Troy.
sorry Teresa can't be here to say goodbye, but we're gonna have to.
She'll say goodbye on Facebook, so it's all good.
She'll be
Yeah.
back. Huh?
Yep. Before we go, you guys give it up to Crystal here, and be sure to subscribe to her channel because she makes some great videos. I've always enjoyed her videos, even before my channel. I was watching some of her stuff. So, and yes, she is a woman.
Yes.
Curious
Teresa's
and
in the chat.
Curiouser.
Yay. Make sure to
Yeah.
like the video as well, please,
Yeah.
before you
Yes.
go. And congratulations.
Yeah. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
You're at
All right.
700
Thank you.
subscribers
This
now
is
on this channel.
my first show, and I love this. This is great. I think it's gonna be a neat thing. All right, then. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for all the work you put into this, Sandy, and Thank you, Need Input, for coming in. This is great. I think you were wonderful. I'm so
Thank you
glad
for
you
having
came.
me. I had a great time, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Great. And yes. All right, then we're gonna say goodbye and
Bye,
talk.
everyone.
All
God
right.
bless everybody. Bye
Come back.
bye. Thanks for coming.
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye. All
Bye bye.
right. Bye bye.
How can I leave? It's not letting me leave.